I fixed the fucking cameras.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of myself.
You're doing so good.
I've been gone for 20 minutes. You just now finished?
Yeah, I just now finished.
You would-
Fucking Ben joined, Ben left, Ben joined, Ben left. I had to deal with that shit over and over. Fucking with all of my cameras. It's because he's on his phone right now. He has to get home. I had to deal with that shit over.
Gotcha.
What's that on the TV test?
All of my cameras.
What are those?
Figures.
I mean, I kind of figured, but what are they?
Are they your
You got
Gundam thingies?
Gundam, Luffy, Garp, Usopp, Goku, Bardock, and then my little sister gave me Deku and Hawkwing or whatever fuck.
Raider
I forget his-
dashboard.
The
Oh,
Hawk dude.
Hawkeye.
Red Wing.
No,
The
The
that's
one
not
that
that.
everyone
Hawks?
simps for.
Hawkman.
Hawks. Yeah, we won them at the
Lord,
bearded brown
okay.
coat little draw thingy, and she gave me those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that Bearded Brown Coat's like changing their shit? Like they're getting new floors and.
No.
I actually went in there the other day. The D&D section is
No.
fucking huge now. It's the whole front wall and like corner.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow. Honestly, I feel like I want to go.
I was
check
gonna
it
go
out.
in there and buy, because they used to have a red lantern that was hanging up, and I talked to him one time. I was like, "Look, if you can find me the black lantern, I'll give you all my money, bro. I swear to God, just
Black lantern?
find me the black lantern."
I'm this close from buying the fucking pack that has all the lantern rings in it.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you can get that from like
Amazon.
GameStop will have it. Amazon's got it. GameStop has better quality ones, but even then, they're still cheap.
Well, Amazon is like $20 and you get all the lantern rings, and it comes with like a kick-ass case. With
Right. But the rings themselves are like very, very cheap metal and or plastic.
I'm probably not gonna wear them anyways.
Yeah, you just put them on a shelf as a fucking prop item. I would get them for that reason too. But
yeah,
Green
that's
Lantern
why
was
I'm
one of my
thinking
favorite
about buying the
comic
Dragon
books growing
Balls.
up. I don't care what anybody says. Hal Jordan was a fucking monster when I was a kid. That man could do anything.
He literally can. That's his power.
Yeah, that's all. That's his power. Exactly. That's his whole shtick, is he can do that. What are you looking at? I've got 2.5 minutes. That's fine. Yo, it's finally streaming in
a Garp
1080p for some
figure?
reason.
I do.
Okay,
Is it
exit
bigger
out of
than a
that.
Luffy,
I
at
need to
least?
go here. I need to go here. I need to go to
Yeah.
Beyond. I
I
need
don't
to have my campaign open. And I need to get my book
I don't want to get out.
in this other tab too.
I think I see him, but I'm not too certain.
Also, I want to show you guys this before we get started. I can't because it's going to fuck up my cameras. No, I can actually. I'll do it before it fucks up my camera. So check this out.
You fucking did him a bit dirty in the face. It's fucking.
This is a fucking 3D.
That's bad.
When it loads, let it load. God damn it! Oh, his thing. I thought you were talking about my thing. God damn it! It was just a blurry fucking sphere at the time. No, this is a 3D copy of Abir Turil, which is Abir Turil. I don't know how the fuck you say it. Honestly, I probably should. This is the Sea of Swords. This is all of Faerun. It's the whole planet, and it runs like Google Earth. It's a little slow. It's a little laggy, but it's somebody made this from scratch just because they wanted a planet that they could like 3D be like, okay, this is where you're at right now.
I love that.
That's such a fucking, somebody spent the time programming this. That's so cool.
You better have gotten paid.
I don't know. It's free on Reddit. The person who made
probably just did it for free.
the person who made it put it on Reddit, and they're like, hey, if anybody, like, I was looking up map, like I wanted a world map so I could give you guys a world map. And then this was like the third thing on the list. And I was like, holy shit, an interactive globe. That's cool as fuck. So, I mean, you guys can see it.
Nice.
You know, you got Baldur's Gate up here. This is the Sword Coast. You guys would be probably in this area. You know, somewhere. The island of Grisfolia would be somewhere roughly in this area because you left from Waterdeep, sailed west. I just thought it was cool as hell, and I thought, what a cool thing to have for the game. I didn't give it to you guys yet because you haven't like bought a world map, and I already gave you a like coastal map. You know, you already have pretty much a map of Faerun, fuck, in in the chat in D&D in our fucking Discord. In the Discord, there's a whole, and it's like 6,000 by 4,000 pixels. It's massive. You can zoom in really far. It's missing a lot of stuff. I feel like maybe it was a copy of an older map, but still a good enough copy. And I actually found one that also has like the political regions lined out, which is super helpful for me in case you guys cross from place to place. I can make it, you know, you gotta go through a fucking border guard or something. Let me see what I'm doing here. I need to just open the fucking game log. That's what I
The only
wanted.
exciting thing I have to share is my mom bought me magic cards, but they're all just the same dog.
What?
The same card?
It's 4 of the same dog.
No way.
Let's see.
No shit.
Oh.
She bought you 4 of the same.
4 of the same dog.
Hold on. Let me come to
Oh,
Discord.
is that a Shiba?
It's a Shiba.
Oh my god.
She literally
pretty
bought it
great.
to me because we own a Shiba, and so she was like, "Here, have some magic cards." And I was so excited because I was like, "Oh my god, how did she get the list of cards I'm trying to get for my deck?" And then she hands me this shit, and I'm like, "I don't even have a deck that this could work in, but
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
grateful to
Yeah, you
have
do.
them.
You'll find a
regardless.
way to make it fit.
I'll build a deck.
Right. Now, I don't know shit about Magic the
Specifically
Gathering other than
around
there's
these
cards.
dogs.
Right, yeah. You just have to be able to summon the dogs. You remember when you remember when you were little and you yearned for the days of like where you could throw a Yu-Gi-Oh card down and the shit would just like pop up? You had the little
Yeah.
fucking dual disc thing on your arm.
Oh, man.
Bro, I punched some kid in the face with one of those one time.
Oh no.
Like we got in a little Yu-Gi-Oh battle when I was like 8 or something. And he was like, "That's not how the card works." And I was like, "That's not how your fucking face works." And I hit him because I was 8. And
I'm proud of you, Mijo.
okay.
You gotta stutter every time you start a duel, too.
Sure, as one does. Hello all, and welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons streams. We fancy ourselves LikelyAMimic. That's our handle on most, if not all, socials. Apologize for missing last week. We had a bunch of people missing. Some people had work. Some people had life stuff. Some people were sick. So it wasn't worth bringing 3 people on to play with. You know, now at least I have 4 for the night. Even then, Yuffie and Adam are gone for the night. Adam has some house troubles and Yuffie has life troubles. So people got to deal with life. This is a game. It's not as important as life stuff. We'll deal with it. So we play D&D. We're new at streaming it. We may have some technical issues. If you heard me complaining about readjusting the cameras, it's because every time somebody leaves, I have to remake the fucking cameras because Discord window captures are terrible, and they only they cut out part of the image, and then if one person leaves, the image slides up, and it's just a shit show trying to make this work. That being said, bear with us. Any issues that arise, we try and resolve them as quickly as possible. So collectively, we thank you for your patience. We thank you for your viewership and for your time. It genuinely means the world to us that you want to watch us be fucking nerds. It's great. I don't know anything that I've enjoyed more. Like I prefer streaming D&D than I do prefer streaming other games because I just have way more fun building a world for you guys and way more fun watching you guys get excited over the shit that I'm just throwing at you at a whim. You know, I have planned more for this D&D campaign than I did in the like year and a half that I ran Nick and Cass's D&D campaign.
I was all over the place.
Listen, I literally would open my fucking box and be like, "That looks like a cool mini. They can fight that today." That was the extent of my
4
fucking
gods for the fuck of it.
right.
We fought. Wait,
Right.
no, we were gods.
No, we fought.
Well, you're
like a whole
champions.
bunch.
You're champions
we
of
were-
God.
But we took their.
But that's like the
form,
5e. Yeah, there was a point. There's a point when
Yeah.
you got to like summon the power of. But that's like the 5e way is you champion gods. That's before 5e. That wasn't the whole shtick. It was like you were just travelers and then you were adventurers at one point. And the fucking cameras are gonna fuck up. Because Ben left.
We lost Nick. Ben?
No,
we
Yeah,
lost
it's
Ben.
he just showed up to his house, so it's probably happening as he's swapping over to his computer. It's fine because only the camera's on me right now. Anyway, any questions that arise during our halftime break, if you guys can ask them, we will try and get to them during our halftime. And we will be After the show, a couple of us stay behind and we'll answer questions. And then if they have questions of me, you guys can sit and watch them ask questions of me too. Because I'll tell you guys just about anything as long as it's not going to ruin the future story. I'll answer just about anything. Some things you ought to know going in. Most of our rules are from D&D 5e. Some are homebrewed because I think they're cool. And then some are pulled from other games like Pathfinder 2e because, again, cool rules. Some phrases we use are looking bloody, meaning half health. Looking rough is getting very low, around 10% of health. And my personal favorite that I came up with is Go On Dick. It's an acronym being DYK, meaning describe your kill. It's my flared take on the nostalgic DM's favorite. How do you want to do this? How do you slay your monster? Describe his grisly demise was one that I heard watching something on YouTube. So for player intros tonight, like I said, we're missing Adam and Yuffie. So Nick, if you want to, shit, we lost Hobo too. Our cameras are gonna be all fucked up for a couple of minutes while people come back. Bear with us. Okay, we got Hobo.
I think that was an accident.
But see, it fucked up our cameras because
your camera's split on Twitch.
Yeah, I know. It's because fucking Nick's gone or Ben's gone, so everybody's cameras are gonna be fucked up for a couple of minutes. As soon as Ben comes back, we'll fix it. Nick,
I don't know what happened.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nick, do you want to describe your character? I'm gonna get a drink, so take your time.
I play Yorner Yokel. He's a half dragon cleric. He stands about 6'3". He's a cleric for Torm.
Here.
Oh yeah, it's tier Torm, same fucking
Sort of.
genre.
Yeah.
Man
done forgot his own god. He remembers. God will remember. That's all I'm saying.
He's back.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote both of them down because I basically.
You're fine. They're pretty like
They're
worshipped.
synonymous.
Yeah, they're worshipped in tandems.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fine.
Gold half dragon. Not much to say about it. I said it like 7 fucking times already.
You have, yeah, but we're early enough into the thing that I like to keep people, I don't know, involved. If new people come, if new people watch on Twitch or whatever, watch on YouTube, the VODs on YouTube that I post. Cass, tell us about Alador.
So I am give me a second. I spin a little bit. I am my name's Alador Hazelscorn. I am a Centaurian druid, moon druid. I'm a horseman. Let's be honest. There's not much to explain other than I'm a horse dude.
I'm gonna change your little logo under your name from Centaur Druid to Horseman Druid.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm supposed to heal, but now that I know I can do CR1 stuff, I can. That's all I'm doing from now on. Fortunately.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Hobo.
I'm Hobo, Hobono, everywhere else. I play Thimble the goat. She's a bard. Don't you fucking cackle.
She's a satyr,
This is your fault.
but we just
This is
call
your
her
fault.
goat.
She's a goat. We're a party of farm animals. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Greatest
that's
of all
me.
time.
Could be.
Oh,
That's your spirit animal's also a goat.
No, it's a hedgehog. How dare you?
Yeah, that's a type of goat.
What if we paint a goat blue?
Sonic the Hedgehog is the greatest of all time. So.
I hate you all. I'm dropping this campaign. I'm done. I can't.
Ah, shit.
Ben.
Find a new bard.
Ben, are you
It
here?
should be easy.
Ben? No?
He's still.
Ben plays Ian, the human rogue blood hunter. We'll move on.
I am, for the most part, I'm doing if I turn right now.
You're fine. Get your shit set up. Don't worry about it.
He's green.
Oh shit, now I done fucked all the cameras up because he turned his camera off. God damn it. Lastly, I'm JJ. I'm supposed to be on the far left of the screen right now, but because of our technical issues of the evening, I'm not. So I'm Lord Longcock on Twitch, Discord, Twitter, all that shit. You found me here, you'll find me there. I'm Dungeon Daddy. I tell people what to do, basically. I don't know, I tell the story. They live their lives. You probably heard me say this before, but for the new folks, this is my living story, though I'm not a god, that's not my style. I play one when they need me to be. But I like to think of myself as a bard of old. I actively speak this world into existence. You, the viewers, are my listeners. But these folks are the stars of the show. They're my characters, though unlike a book, my characters are alive. They do good, they do evil, they love, they lie, they lose, they fight, they kill, they survive. They venture, they change, they grow, and they learn. Most importantly, they feel and they make their own decisions, and that's as living gets. While I challenge them, I teach them, I reward them, and sometimes I will break them, all to see them develop. And inevitably, to see where the story finds its conclusion, because in all honesty, I have zero fucking idea where they're going to take me. And I think that covers just about everything, so unless anybody has anything else? Well.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me good?
Oh yeah, no, we hear you now.
Yes.
Alright,
Hello.
sweet. That means the little Wi-Fi that I got is awesome.
Your little corner of Wi-Fi in the house.
Hey, Cass, you want to hear my big brain idea?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You should go to the dock, steal a boat, and set sail.
You know,
Some of you do have pre-existing life things you have to deal with.
I'm here for a reason.
Right. So to bring those into the light so people can understand some of them. Thimble is trying to save a woman she considers kind of like her mother.
It is my mom. How dare you?
Though this woman is elven and she is a satyr.
It's my mom.
My mom.
Yep.
she's like, fuck you, it's my mom.
That's my mom.
I'm half elf.
She's
I will
old.
skin you.
Her elderliness is getting to like create, the sickness of just being old, the sickness that is age.
Oh man.
And Thimble went on this journey to try and find and heal this woman. Alador went on the journey to try and find a solution to heal his sister who is sick. Also many other people within his tribe.
Yes.
Ian, air quotes,
I am in hiding.
sort of in hiding, sort of technically kind of on a mission from Candlekeep, sort of technically not Ian. End air quotes.
Like I'm in no hurry to set sail back to Waterdeep.
Nick, what's Yornir even doing here? Like he had
finished my task.
he had a task to come and bring to try and set up a church essentially on the island of Grisfolia, to deliver a letter of intent anyway, which he did.
What
My
ties
job here
him
is
to us?
done.
He met us in Candledeep or Candlekeep.
Candle
Mhm.
deep.
Dude,
Candle deep.
places, so many ways.
Deep candle burns for a long time.
What kind of genre is that?
Candle deep? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure you can find it on Pornhub though. It's fine.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
Listen, I don't want to hear shit out of none of y'all anime people. All right, none of it.
Wax.
None of it. Y'all be thinking some weird shit up.
I've probably seen it on Hanime. Okay.
That's what I was about to say. Like if you can find it on Hanime.
Y'all are nasty.
Bro, what?
Y'all
Just
are
say
nasty.
H anime, man.
No.
Y'all are nasty.
That's too much.
That's
Um.
not what it's called.
Anyways,
Yeah, it is.
I
previously,
would say Hentai Haven, but
our-
rest in peace.
Hey, it's
Our-
back.
And
What?
I'm on it.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it's buggy.
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
I'm talking about spoilers.
Anyways, to roll back
Noted.
into it, our band of adventurers has gone through a lot. In their just 2 days, they've been on the island of Grisfolia. Do you guys want to talk about some of the things you've done?
We killed a queen.
We killed a lot
No,
of
she
things.
teleported away.
Yeah, we didn't kill the
Yeah,
queen.
Damn it.
Almost.
She
I
teleported
forgot about the
away.
part. I assumed
Um,
because I had forgotten it.
We
but
found the queen.
You thought I had forgotten it.
Yeah. I just want to level up already, okay?
Ben, pull your mic out of your nose.
Who is breathing? Stop breathing.
My boom mic.
You're all right. That's why I was letting you know. So just in the last session, they began the battle with Adrienne. Adrienne? I don't know how the fuck you pronounce French words. Adrienne. Right?
Adrian.
Sure.
Adrian.
That's red.
Sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. That's fine.
Adarian. Let's go.
So her name, hold on, no, I actually wrote down the origin of the name somewhere. Hang on, because it was actually important. The French origination for Adrienne is actually how I wrote it down to be pronounced. I wrote down a fucking pronunciation key next to it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The historical origination is Lady from the Sea. Being that she was a sea hag, the name fit quite well. So as she's a lich and a sea hag, she became the Dark Lady from the Sea. Adrienne, the Dark Lady of the Sea. She was masquerading as the Lady of the Keep, as Lady Aurelia. Aurelia Ashcliffe? Question mark? I wrote it down. Hang on. I gotta look at my notes. See, I plan more. I told you guys. I got notes. Aurelia Ashbourne. That's her name. It's Ashcliffe Keep. That is right. Aurelia Ashbourne, which also has a great... It's Old English, meaning originating from the ash tree. I thought was great,
Wow.
because the tree is great. It's
What
almost like I
Sanders.
planned this shit, right?
There's
tree gave
history.
birth
There
to her?
is world lore.
Anyways, she's been masquerading for years as Lady Aurelia, and upon the presentation, I want to call it, of the severed heads of 3 of her children, she snapped in violence and rage. Yeah, that correct. That you guys killed. Dropped her hidden form. I'm sorry, unveiled her hidden form, dropped her masquerade anyway, her skin, and unveiled herself as Adrienne the Sea Hag Lich instead of Lady Aurelia. That being the case, the fight ensued, and eventually she, seeing that she was not necessarily outnumbered, not necessarily out armed, I guess would be a good way to put it.
Outclassed?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. She outclassed you guys, but you outnumbered her, and she saw that as a bit of a challenge, so she teleported herself away, releasing multiple of the people that were under her spell and essentially a dominate spell. And they came back to their becoming themselves and realizing what had happened. Once the spell is broken, you realize what has happened. And let me see, you guys, Ian went into a room. He picked the lock on a door, opened the door, the treasure vault. He now has essentially free access to the treasure vault, whatever he can carry and or hide on his way out. And the rest of you went down into the snake pit, which is the prison built into the side of Ashcliffe. They are carved stone cells with big metal gates, wooden walls, that have open backs that are hundreds of feet plummet hundreds of feet down to the water. Though when you stand in there, you can still feel the sea breeze. It is cold in there. It's very damp. You get a lot of the salt spray coming in. And you find the true Lady Aurelia and her daughters. And you also found Daya, who was just drunk and looking for a way to get laid. Because she kind of had the hots for Aegis.
Yeah.
You guys... Did you tell her that Aegis had died? Or did you just say he wasn't here with you?
I
I don't remember.
I think they told her he died.
Yeah, I would have done that.
That does seem like something blunt. You would have just ripped. He's dead.
Ripped the band-aid off.
Yeah, you would just.
Oh, that guy, yeah, he's fucking dead.
That does seem like something that would have happened, actually. So, she's obviously a little depressed, probably going to drink her sorrows away again back at the bar. But Lady Aurelia and her children were released. You guys were escorting them upstairs, and the very last thing that happened was, Sota, our half-orc barbarian, and Augustus, our human artificer, were absolutely slaughtering the last remaining members of Black Snake Guard, which were Lady Aurelia, the fake Lady Aurelia's personal attaché, I guess. They're her personal guard. I think that covers everything, right? Last episode? Sounds right?
Yeah, because we just took them upstairs to start healing them and feeding them.
Okay.
And then,
So, to pick back up where we left off then. The slaughter ensues. Sota and Augustus begin demolishing the few remaining members of the Black Snake Guard. And the rest of you, except for Ian, are escorting the Lady of the Keep and the two daughters, heiresses. I don't know what is the person under a lady? Is it a duchess?
Yes.
Sure, the two duchesses of the Keep, the twin sisters that are the daughters of Lady Aurelia, up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, you do still have the two bowmen that are Black Snake guards, but they are super friendly to you because Augustus was with you before. So as you guys come back up, see them again. They're a little baffled to see not only a disheveled and like unkept Lady Aurelia, very knotted up hair, but to also see her children coming out of the entryway into the dungeon. And it catches them a little off guard, but you were with Augustus before, so they're not going to question your authority because you guys had already established a rapport with them before you went down. So we pick up there.
Ooh. I like my sword. I'm joking.
We slaughter these guards too.
They're going down with the rest of them.
One of you hold his head right in front of the train. I'm gonna shoot him.
Them, passing me as they pass the door.
Right, yeah. As they come back up the stairs, you hear the kind of like, "Oh God, sir, ma'am, what are you doing?" And like, it's almost like these guys didn't realize that Lady Aurelia was in the dungeon. Like they're shocked to see her come out of it. Not shocked in like a holy shit, she's free. Like holy shit, what the hell is she doing there? You know, like they're panicked because the Lady of the Keep is coming out of the dungeon looking like she's just spent 20 years in the dungeon.
Oh, so they didn't know about this.
Are you asking me? Or are you saying that?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No is my answer. No.
Thank you.
So to give you a little understanding of it is that the masquerading Lady Aurelia, Adrian, had been casting the dominate spell repeatedly. And once you fail it at a certain level, it lasts for years. Then all you would have to do is cast it again, and it would again last for years.
Got it. I'm semi-familiar with that one.
So the Black Snake guards, any like major leading political people, any major leading like people that are, you know, not necessarily a mayor, but like somebody with political power, somebody with magical power. These people were probably under this woman's control.
Okay.
Like, you guys are all smart enough as a group to understand what was happening. And that likely that is also what was happening to Alistair, Augustus's brother, who is still lying, split in half, in the throne room.
Oh.
Yeah, too bad. I got a kick-ass
Right.
sword from him.
No, he's
Okay,
no
but,
one's in the throne room anymore.
That you shoved everybody downstairs. That is correct. You
Yeah.
shoved all the bodies down the fucking hole into the storage room and then closed the
Yeah.
floor back up.
Yeah,
You did
now
do
there's,
that.
like,
That
a
is right.
pile of bodies down there now.
Yeah, it's gonna stink really bad in like a day.
I'm pretty sure it probably stinks right now.
A little bit.
I hear them passing the treasury room that I'm in.
Yeah, absolutely. You would hear them. You would hear them run by.
Would I hear him rummaging through gold?
Yeah.
I was about to say I'm gonna peek.
When is the door? The door was open, if I remember. I don't think you ever closed it.
No, it's open. But I'm actually gonna peek my
You
head out.
you guys would just see him fucking shoveling shit into his pockets, which we'll go over what you get later.
Can I turn around and towards Yolnir and just like signal him to come the fuck here?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
do your job, man. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at Yolnir as I notice him passing and seeing me. I'm just gonna wave my hand frantically, tell him to get the fuck in here.
Ooh. All this money for a tier?
Use it for what you like. There's plenty here.
Oh, hell yeah.
you could find
Now,
nothing.
Yornir, I will tell you, it is rather strange to see Ian be money hungry.
I'm not scooping anything in my pockets. I am scavenging that room for shit. I have
But, you know, he could be getting it for someone in his family that might be sick. He might have to pay.
It's possible, but it does seem rather strange to see him money hungry.
True, but he did go through a lot, so he probably needs money for a therapist.
If that's how you feel like Yornir would handle it, go right ahead.
There's enough therapy in the world for what you guys have put me through.
You're gonna give a percentage of all that to tier, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, okay. I have no problem with you anymore.
Taxes and tides, they rule D&D.
Shove
You
on.
take half, I'll take half. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
There was a lot more gold than either of you could fit in your pockets.
That is fair, but I can max
If
this
you
bitch out.
filled your bags, there would still be an immense amount of gold in this room. There are magical items, there are magical books, there are magical swords, shields. There's a lot of shit in this room.
Yeah, you said we'll go over that in a little while.
Yeah, we'll go over with what you find later on, but just give me an idea what you want to grab. You know, pick like you have like 3 magical items you really, you know, like just an idea. Like you want a sword, you want a hammer, you want a fucking, you want a something that will come back to you when you throw it. You want a pair of fucking pants that'll make you 6 inches taller. You know, like what do you want? And then we'll go over whether or not you get those sorts of things.
I'll think of things while you're going through everybody else's stuff.
I have one thing.
You're looking for one thing in specific. What are you looking for?
Two groups. I'm looking for a scimitar,
Okay.
and I'm looking for a belt.
Okay, roll me a D100 twice.
Okay.
And then pick 3 things, man.
Yeah, I'm working on
That's how this is gonna work. It's gonna be like essentially like a percentage of whether or not you get something, or like a something that you think is what you're looking for, but may not be it, kind of thing, maybe.
Shit, trying to find my side street.
Okay, I've got my 3 things. Let me get my rolls ready.
And you guys, when you pass, and Lady Aurelia passes, she doesn't give them any fucking mind. She's more worried about getting to her throne, getting herself presentable as the Lady of the Keep, because she knows that today is the last day of the bloom. That it's probably getting close to 10:30 in the morning. And she has to make herself, 1, presentable to be the Lady of the Keep. 2, make her daughters presentable. 3, go and do the traditional bloodletting onto the red root of Grisfolia, the ash gray tree. I'm sorry, the ash oak tree, ash and oak. She has those 3 things to do.
Doesn't give a
Although, well, she might be telling you these are the things she has to do because she knows what day it is. And you know the guards may have told her. However, she knows what day it is. She knows she has things to take care of. She has to make herself look like royalty so she can present herself as royalty to the people of her island. So she kind of doesn't pay you guys any mind, just rushes right past you and immediately is heading towards the throne room, and is heading towards her chambers, which would be past that. It would be upstairs. You know, she has a lot of shit she's trying to take care of. So she's kind of hurdling her daughters along, and she's like hollering for maids and shit like that, trying to get them to come so they can get prepped and everything. And it's very much a fucking Cinderella musical. These people are dancing around them, getting shit done, you know, fucking combing knots out of hair, trimming hair so it's shorter and more presentable rather than raggedy and long. They're doing a lot of shit in preparation, like while they're moving. Because now these people realize what has happened and they owe this woman a lot after she's been locked in a fucking cage for 20 years. So, but you two do see them in their room putting shit in their pockets.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the door, kind of poke my head and be like, "Hey guys,
We're
does
fine.
does that belong to you or?"
Does now.
No.
Oh, is that how this works?
It's in the name of tier.
It's a fun room.
The the fun room.
Oh
God.
no.
Can I join?
Man just said it's a McDonald's play place.
It's a fucking McDonald's.
Come on
As long
Oh
as
my
it's in the name of
God.
tier, it's okay.
Thimble's gonna go in and like get all excited.
I'm assuming you
Start, like,
fucking Scrooge McDuck dive into the goal at this point. Yeah.
She's like, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
fun room.
Oh my god.
Like she's gonna follow along with what they're doing, just scooping
So
shit out.
very quickly you say fun room and she's like runs, fucking click clack 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 clack, running across the floor, jumps and swan dives, wham, hits the fucking pile of gold and just starts to slowly sink into it. Doesn't move after that for a few seconds. That shit hurt.
Yeah, I'll take damage if I have to.
No, but that shit hurt.
You're dead now.
You know those videos of where like people pile leaves on top of a fire hydrant and then they trick like the neighbor kid to jump into it? That's what just happened.
I've seen that in cartoons.
That
What are
shit
you talking
hurts.
about?
That shit happens on YouTube all the time. Oh my god, you guys don't watch like
That
fail
shit
videos?
fucking
Those
hurts.
are in fail compilations.
Never
Right,
seen
I
that.
have
I've seen it in cartoons.
Alador, what are you doing in this hallway? You do see them again as you walk by. You're kind of guiding the lady of the keep along. All these fucking maids and I don't want to say tailors necessarily, but like people are coming to like, oh my god, this needs to fit you. You have to prep for today. Why do you look so fucking terrible? You know, like some of these people don't know that she's been in the fucking prison. You're just walking away from the prison with her and she looks like shit.
God dang it. Oh man. Alright, so I guess I'm the one that's carrying them all or some shit all the way over there.
You don't have to carry them. I mean, they can walk.
Can they walk?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna guide them.
I-
Keep guiding them
Oh,
too.
God damn it. Hobo cheers, just take a shot.
I had to start something. Fuck.
I have.
It was
Oh,
boring.
no.
I'm bored.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, my story's not entertaining enough for you.
No, your story's fine. They're boring me.
That's fair. That's fair. So Cass, tell us what you do, homie.
Oh wait, Nick can drink now, can he?
Yeah, he's 21.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you do, Cass? Come on.
Eh.
What do you do
Oh,
when you
I'm-
walk by?
I'm just. God, I really want to try to find some stuff, but I'm gonna focus
Well-
on just guiding them to trying to, because I thought we were taking them to like find a medic or to try to help them out.
Sure. I
Yes,
mean,
can I argue something?
they
real
were
quick?
approached by, you know, like the mages of the castle and shit like that who began to heal them. They're not necessarily hurt as much as they're like they're underfed, you know, not necessarily malnourished, but a little emaciated.
Shit.
I would like
And
to argue to you, Cass, that they're surrounded by people to help them.
right, yeah, and
We've
they
done our
are
part.
they are being like flocked to by the help of the castle, that is, you know, the servants of the castle that are not necessarily they're tending to them in the best way they can. And they are being like magically healed. So they are looking, their skin is looking a little less pale. Their faces are looking a little more full. You know, they do look like they're being tended to, and they're being brought food. You know, shit like that. Like they're being fed now that people realize who they are. You know, the Lady Aurelia looks like the Lady Aurelia you just saw like fucking 30 minutes ago, before she turned into a fucking monster and tried to kill you.
Yeah.
But she looks like her with fucking 30 pounds less on her because she hasn't been eating as well as the lady up here who's been stuffing her fucking face with everything she can get her hands on because she's been pretending to be the rich woman. And her daughters look a little thin as well, but again, they're being fed. They're, you know, fucking people are getting them prepped. They're like wiping sponges on them to try and get some of the dirt and shit off of their faces, their arms. They're doing their best to get everybody together. So, you know, if you want to be protective and stay with them, you absolutely can. It's up to you. But also in watching them, you feel like they are currently being cared for. You would just be watchful eyes. You can't really contribute at this point because you're out of healing spells, aren't you? You can't really do anything else. I think you used your last one to wake up one of their daughters or something. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was either. It's been 2 weeks.
No, you used all your fucking healing spells to wake up Augustus every time he fucking got knocked unconscious.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's fair enough. I will. Okay. Since I see that they have all the help, I'm gonna let them get taken away. And
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're on that long hallway again, so everything we've been talking about is happening pretty quickly. So they get escorted down the hallway. You see them cross the not courtyard. What the hell am I talking about? Throne room. You see doors open on the other side, and you see the, you know, dresses and shit being pulled out. Like they're being prepped now to be presentable to the public.
okay. All right. Yeah. Then I'll as I see them go away, I'm kind of just wander into the room and see what's going on.
Sure.
They're just
Once the large fucking frame that is you enters the room, it does start to get a little cramped. It's not a massive room. You know, it's not going to be an impedance at all. But you just, so you're aware, you guys are all kind of close together right now. You know, you got Ian shoveling fucking gold and platinum and shit into his pockets. You know, probably shoving a fucking wand or something. You didn't tell me what you wanted, so I don't know what you want.
I have my list. I've been waiting for you to get ready for it. So I'm looking for returning daggers, magical books that would increase of like knowledge and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then any magical light armor that I can.
Okay. Did you roll 3 D100s? Because I don't see it in D&D Beyond.
I have not rolled yet because I've been waiting.
Okay, yeah. Roll 3 sets of D100s.
Okay, well I already rolled, and I'm gonna add one extra thing because it's 3.
Yeah. You can pick up to 3 things. So, Thimble, what are you going for?
I'm figuring that out right now. Skip
Okay.
me.
Okay. Any idea what you're looking for, Alador?
I'm just thinking of one more item right now.
Okay, well, give me your first 2. Might be able to brainstorm something with you.
I think I'm gonna get a spear since I already have I do have a spear right now, but I'm trying to find a better one. I know
Okay.
that strong, but
Okay, yeah. I mean, roll some D100s. We got 3 from Ian right now, so roll me.
I'll roll.
Oh, I rolled mine on my dice.
Oh no, go ahead.
That's okay. What'd you get?
Oh,
Yeah, Nick, what'd you get? We'll go with you first.
the first one's 79.
Okay.
The second one's at 100, and then the third one's 85.
You got a perfect 100?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It's probably gonna be something fucking dumb.
Well,
So I'm looking for a strong
yeah, tell me what you're looking
scimitar,
for again.
some strong scimitar, any magic ring, and a belt, magic belt.
Okay.
Okay, I got my list and percentages down.
Okay.
A rapier, I got 79. Leather armor, 83, and a cloak of some kind, 59.
Okay.
Oh, we've actually all rolled pretty good for this.
Well,
Did.
sort of.
So,
Sort of.
I think I rolled fine.
You rolled pretty good. You rolled pretty good. There's nothing necessarily wrong with how you rolled. So Nick, you find a belt, not necessarily sure what kind. And you find a curved blade, but it's different than your scimitar. It has even though it has the curved blade of a scimitar, it has a harsh point at the end. Like it kind of almost is a reverse of what a scythe would be. Like if a scythe blade was curved backwards and then you just bent the tip really fucking hard in the wrong direction, that's kind of what this blade looks like.
Okay. So a curved blade with sharp point.
Sure, you can write that down. That's fine. I'll remember what it is. You don't necessarily know what it is right now.
Okay,
But
and then
it
a
looks
belt.
similar enough to a scimitar, and you found a belt, but you're not necessarily sure what kind. It is very tough looking leather hide. Beyond that, it doesn't have a label saying, "Oh, this is this." You know, you just see
Oh,
a
yeah.
belt.
Does it have a tag on it?
No, there's no. You can't return this one. Ian, you find two magical books having to do with the time of troubles, and hang on.
I stumped the DM.
Hang
Let's
on.
go.
No. I have it written down. You find one book titled The Time of Troubles, and you find a black bladed metal sword. Like the metal is black bladed.
Is it like a short sword or is it a full sword?
It would have the stats of a rapier, but it's kind of like a corsair-esque sword. Still light, still functional for you as a rogue. But it's it's much longer than a dagger. You know, it has like 4 or 5 times the blade length of a dagger. But still very functional for you as either an offhand weapon or a primary weapon while you throw the secondary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a functional weapon for your class, very much. It's gonna have the stats of a rapier, but it's essentially a corsair-esque blade. It's not little point thin fucking blade. It's still a thick metal blade, but it is very light when you pick it up. It's very well balanced, and the blade is made of a dark metal. It looks very similar to the metal on Augustus's gloves.
Okay. So I have right now. I just have a black bladed rapier. Is what I wrote down.
Yeah, that's fine. What were your things you were looking for, Aldor? Not you. That's what you find. You find a book having to do with the time of troubles, and you find a black bladed sword.
So a spear, a necklace, and a helm, and then I rolled 88, a 53, and a 94.
Okay, there's a fuck ton of necklaces in here. There's a lot of just like shit hanging on shelves. There is like fancy in fucking like Tiffany looking boxes, big fucking massive gems in them. There are.
I guess I would say, but
there's a necklace that has a green emerald that's about the size of Thimble's fist.
Holy shit!
It's a big fucking emerald.
That's a ring for something large.
And I mean, the necklace is very, very like ornate. It has a lot of very fine metalwork to it. It looks like it would be. It's metal, so it's strong. But when you look at it at first, it looks fragile. It's so ornate. But it does have this massive emblem on their chest. I mean, or well, it would hang on a chest anyway. And then there are also spears, and there are also helms, but they would be like kind of in an armored section area, where like spears would just be on a rack. Essentially, there'd be several you could pick from. So describe to me one that like you think you would like to look like.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
I mean, what shade of wood? You know, do you want it to have a fucking curve in it? I don't. You know, does it have Peyronie's disease? What's going on? You know what that is, so it's funny to you.
I think I'm glad I don't know what that is.
Don't Google it.
I'm Googling it right now. What's it called?
Peyronie's
Peyronie's.
disease. You know, what color
Peyronie
metal
blue.
do you want it to have? What kind of metal would you like the
Oh.
blade to be?
Images.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
what-
I can't believe y'all just fucking Googled this on straight. Oh my god.
You can't tell us not to Google it.
I advised you not to do it. You chose to do it.
he knew
I
you were
chose to
gonna
click
do it.
images.
You chose to click images. You did.
So I want one with a dark oak, but I want it to have like a black and a red stone on it, on the wooden handle with it.
Sure.
The spear.
Yeah, that's
And then
decorative.
For the spearhead, I want a red metal that has 2 indentations into it at the tip, or below the tip, a couple inches below the tip.
So kind of like one side be a little serrated, you mean?
Kinda.
Okay, fine. Draw me a fucking picture, whatever you're looking at. I don't know what you want the head to look like. That way I know what you're looking. You know, that way I can see it. You can see it. Everybody knows what it looks like. And there are helms in there that are there as well. There, you know, you got ones that look like fucking Magneto helmets. You got ones that look like Spartan helmets. You got ones with the big fucking furry Centurion.
That's what I was
Fluff
thinking,
on top.
A Centurion
Sure.
helmet. Yeah, let's
Sure.
do that.
Okay, roll me a D4.
A D4.
Mm-hmm.
That's too easy. 4.
Okay. It's very nice. It's kind of a brass-esque metal. Like it has that coloration to it. It's gold-ish, not perfectly gold, not soft like gold is.
Yeah.
But when you pick it up, it has some heft to it. Do you put it on?
Yeah, I'm gonna want to try it.
Sure. As soon as you put it on, the weight gone.
I'm gonna say it's a nice light helmet. What the hell? It was just heavy as hell.
Sure. You want to hand it to somebody else?
I don't know if anyone else wants to. I'm gonna take
Just
it
to
off
hold
with
it.
my hand.
Yeah, just to hold it. It's heavy again.
Oh shit, it's heavy. Okay. No, I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay. Hobo, what were the 3 things you were looking for? I'm sorry.
A rapier, leather armor, and a cloak.
Sure. So you see the sword that Ian reaches down and picks up. It looks really nice. It's a nice fucking sword. And it's kind of like what you were looking for, just darker. Like you know, I'm sure you wanted something bright, shiny, pretty, right? You didn't necessarily want the darkest emo looking thing in the fucking room. So his blade is very nice, and in that section of the room, there are a couple more over there. That would have just been the one that caught his eye because it gives off the vibe that Ian and Vincent give off. That being the case, you do find one. What would you like it to look like? You know, do you want like floral metal work in the handle? Do you want it have like a hand guard on it, because most rapiers do?
Oh yeah, definitely like a hand guard.
Could look
but
like
I want it to
ivy or
be-
something like that.
Oh yes.
Sure.
I was gonna say like that sort of intricate kind of like thin metal that just overlaps a lot. So yeah,
Sure.
ivy would look good.
Sure.
And then I also want the blade to have some like some sort of carving into it.
Sure.
I don't care what.
No, it definitely does. It's a very ornate, like the ivy that grows. It looks like it. The best way to describe this sword is it starts at the hilt, moves down the handle, and the handle looks like a piece of ivy. It curls from the bottom back around your hands, and then extends into the blade, twists into a single piece of metal, and then extends upward. But even in the blade, you can see what looks to be vine.
Oh, I love that.
It's still metal. It's very, very fine metal work. The only thing that is green is the handle. Everything else is going to be a shiny chrome-ish metal.
Okay.
But like
Yeah,
your
I'll give
handle
that a
wrapping, I'm
couple.
sorry, your handle wrapping is green.
Right.
And as soon as you grab it, the hand guard shrinks to fit your hand. Not compressing it, but like the handle would have been too big for your hand. So when you grab it, it collapses to fit your hand.
You scared me for a second.
No, yeah, it's not trying to eat you. Holy. This isn't the mimic in the room. No, I'm kidding.
The mimic. No, I'll give it a couple of swings and be like, "Yep, this will work."
Right, sure, yeah. Roll me an attack at disadvantage real quick.
Oh fuck.
Disadvantage.
Right, yeah, no disadvantage.
Why? I've done nothing wrong my entire life. The fact that you would hurt me this way, I don't.
Wait, who are you attacking?
Oh, you're not gonna.
She's swinging her sword.
Oh,
I got a 4.
4.
Oh no.
Well,
I don't know what you want me to add.
no, you're fine. That's it. 4's all you needed. 4's all you needed.
Oh, he hates me. He fucking hates me.
No, I mean it would be.
You're scaring me. Dad, please.
It would be higher than a 4. I'm not gonna give you the stats of these weapons yet.
Dad,
you haven't done your short rests with them. You don't exactly know what they are yet, so you're working on it.
It's gonna hurt me.
No, when you swing it, ping, you slash into the fucking sword that's now tucked into Ian's belt. And it as soon as it hits the sword, there is this high-pitched ringing that comes off of your blade, Dimple. And it is painful high pitch.
Oh, it's fucking you both up because you're both farm animals.
Sorry.
And when she hits your blade, Ian, it dead stops against your blade. But the noise is there. You know what I mean? Like her. But how can I put this? It would be like trying to. No, that's a bad analogy. I don't want to say that. When she swings her sword and it hits your sword, they hit each other and just stop. Hers keeps ringing, yours doesn't make a sound at all. You don't even feel the vibration on your hip. But you can hear the noise. Anyway, the noise of that ring in the room, and it's just echoes through this room, through the hallway. What is the other things you were looking for?
Leather armor. Preferably studded leather, but I'll take
Sure.
any.
Yeah, you find some. There's some on a mannequin in a corner, some studded leather armor. It does
Okay,
seem
but
to be of the island, though. It has like the black snake and the oak leaf. It is in appearance to what the guys outside by the ballistas are wearing.
Man, I don't want to fucking associate myself with them. Nah, I'll find different leather armor. The fuck.
That's what you find in that room. That is you find several of the same appearance of armor.
Fine, I'll take it.
Okay. Add studded leather Grisfolian armor as like a write it down somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, and then a cloak was my last one.
Sure. In that same area where the armors are, you do find cloaks. They're folded up. All of them are just kind of folded up, so you can kind of pick based on color. You can pick based on texture. You know, some are going to be like fabric. Some are going to be like, some are going to be like silken. Some are going to be like a crushed velvet. Some are going to be pretty heavy velvet. Some are going to be cotton. You know, there's going to be all different kinds of ones. You looking for a pattern? You looking for a feeling? You looking for what color?
Probably something light and soft, and either a orange or like a yellowish color, something that gives an autumn feel to it.
Okay. There's probably an orange one or two, darker orange. You know, kind of a burnt orange though. It's
Perfect.
darker, but it does give very much like fall tree vibes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, fine. You find one of those. And the money you guys find, we'll discuss later. But there's quite a bit of money.
Did I find a ring?
Yeah. What were your 3 rolls again?
It was 79, 100 for ring, and 85.
85. Yeah, that puts you close enough. Yeah, you find a display deck of the fucking, you know, like how you were talking about the fucking, what were they, the lantern rings? A box open, several rings tacked into it.
Okay.
But do you, which one are you looking for? Or are you just gonna pocket the box?
Pocket the box.
Okay, you have a box of roll a d8.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah. Theater. 8.
Okay, the box with 8 ring slots that are full.
So a box with 8 rings.
Yep, box of 8 rings. Beautiful wooden decoration. The inside is a very soft foam, kind of a protective foam to protect the rings from bouncing around against each other. It's very ornately designed. There's a lot of like forestry and nature and shit carved into the outside of this little box, but it is very fine box. The box in and of itself probably worth quite a bit of money.
Is there like a autumn-ish looking ring inside the box?
Yeah.
I want to put that on.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm also putting the belt on.
It looks very similar to Hobo's sword, the ring that you put on. Like it's on one piece is I mean it's all chrome, but it has that like ivy all wrapped around each other look.
Oh nice.
Like twisted together, but it is all metal. And when you put it on, it's too big. Even for your half dragon hands, it is too big.
Crush it down on my finger.
Maybe after some time. Just out of character, out of game. Some things create an instant bond when you touch them. Some things take a long rest. Some things take a short rest. You have to tune to your items. If it is a magical item, it will constrict to fit your size over time. Like the boots that you found when you killed the lockswaddles. Right? When you put them on, they shrunk to your feet size, or they expanded to your feet size.
That's true.
Right? Now you have the boots of whatever they are, leaping and springing, I think they are. Sprinting and springing, something like that.
I gotta look at that. I don't remember.
They're on your character.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I think you can jump like 10 feet plus 3 times whatever your strength modifier is, something like that. What's up?
So I was wondering, could we also argue that the other 2 get something?
They're downstairs. They're downstairs slaughtering the guard while this is happening.
Could we pick something up for them?
Sure.
I got a box with 7 rings.
Okay.
Oh, but we don't know what they would want unless.
Do I remember what kind of weapons they wield?
He has gloves that he punches people with, and Sota carries a big fucking sword.
Okay, I'm gonna look
like
for
an anime-esque
sword.
big fucking sword. Sure, you can't pick it up.
Oh.
No, you probably could. You have like a 16 strength. You can pick it up. I'm fucking with you.
A big fucking sword and some gloves.
Sure. Not many gloves.
No.
No. Not.
Some, like,
there are some decorative
gauntlets?
gloves. I mean, there are pieces of armor that you could like strip them from. Sure.
Didn't the guys downstairs have plate armor?
Pieces of plate, like leather chest piece, but like metal shoulders, metal gauntlets, but leather armor for the most part. The metal is just accents, essentially. They're essentially like, if you swung a sword, they could like try and block the sword with their forearm with the big metal gauntlet they've got on. Or if you swung from the side, so you didn't just cleave halfway through them, they have metal guards on their shoulders. But leather armor though. Yeah. So roll me a D100 for long swords.
Actually, instead of looking for a sword, I want to look for like either a belt or a necklace or some sort of like jewelry piece, maybe.
Lots of necklaces.
Maybe not necklaces then.
What'd you say, Ben?
Is it possible while they're all searching to start reading the book?
To start reading the book? Yeah, I mean, what they're all this shit is happening within the span of a few minutes. It's just taking us a long time to go over it. Yeah, but you can start to flip through it. Sure, it's about a time in history where magic is sort of fucked up, and specifically magic that is from how do I put this? Magic that is from a deity specifically, divine magic. And you would know that affects both clerics and paladins mostly. When that magic was sort of revoked in a way. And you would know that the time of troubles took place 140-ish years ago. You're smart. You have a very high intelligence. About 140 years ago. And as the story goes, I mean, you've read a lot of this story before, but like in myth and passing, this is like a very fine, detailed academic book. With like, you know, citing your fucking sources in MLA format. This is a very well written academic book. And it talks a lot about, you know what, roll me a d20 first. We'll see what you get off your first reading of it. Roll me a d20. Intelligence.
Okay.
Sorry, yes. What was your thing? Sorry.
I figured out exactly what I wanted to do. So I want to find a belt that I would think would fit soda.
Sure.
Sota. Sorry.
No.
And then I
Call
want
her
to find
Pop.
maybe like Pop.
Or Coke.
And then
Depending on where you're at.
you know, the very large lady that I still in character don't know the name of.
Sure. No, she's introduced herself at this point.
And then a really maybe like a nice ring for Augustus. I don't really know
Homie
him.
just stole the whole box of rings. You watched him like close it and just shove it into his bag.
There's no other rings?
No, it was one box of rings. Homie closed it, shoved it into his bag.
I got 7 more of them out.
Yeah, he has, and he put one on his hand. So he has a ring that looks a lot like your sword on his hand. Now there are enough belts. I mean, you watch them go over there and see pull one of the belts for Yornir as well. So you find the area where the decorative.
Does one look particularly sturdy?
The one that he snatched is the one that looks like the strongest belt. You know, it very much gives off like thick leather weightlifting belt look. Everything else does have a bit of a decorative flair to it. Though there is one that has like the buckle that kind of secures it is a how do I put this? It kind of looks like the handle of a blade of some kind.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that because that looks fancy. So
okay.
Belt.
Take a drink real quick because you featured this.
So we'll call it just I'm quickly grazing.
You're what?
I rolled a 7.
Okay. With your 7, also roll me a history check too, by the way. This is kind of based on what you know and what you're learning. That's what I'm trying to figure out. We did? An 11? Okay, so you know originally what I just told you. Beyond that, you know, it was a period when magic was a little wonky, that clerics and paladins had to really struggle to use their power. And that there's some correlation between how close you physically were to the avatar of your god. That's the extent of what you know. And what you learn from the book in that first quick reading. You know, you're looking through and you're like, oh, that looks cool in the table of contents, and you flip over and you kind of look over a few pages. In this few minutes that have passed by, that is what you gather.
Yeah, I'll learn a lot more when I kind of read the whole book.
Yeah, you could spend more time, you know, over the span of a couple hours during your watch during a long rest or something like that. You could again read it to learn more. Look, where we at? Everybody's picked all their stuff up, right?
Oh yeah.
I was picking up one more thing for one thing for Augustus.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and claw machine grab at the necklaces and just take whatever I get.
Okay. What do you pick up? Tell me what it looks like.
I don't know.
Tell me what it looks like.
I claw machined it. You tell me what it looks like.
Did you go for the shelves, or did you go for like the fancy boxes and shit, like the fancy?
Yes.
Okay.
I just grab one.
It's pearls, right? It looks like it's pearls, but they're all black pearls.
Perfect. I'm sure he'll love it.
I'm sure it's nothing evil.
He might know what it is.
I'm sure he'll love it. Black pearl necklace. Got it.
Black pearl necklace. That is right. Let me see. Okay. Beyond that, at about this point in time, a couple of the maids and the housekeepers and butlers and guards and whatnot kind of come and try and usher you out of the room. And they're very thankful for you getting this being out of their head. The few of them that are in charge anyway, the kind of senior ones, the more elderly ones that have been doing this for generations, you know, essentially the Alfred to Batman looking ones. You know, Mrs. Doubtfire-esque looking old women. They're very thankful of what you've done for the Lady of the Keep and her children, that you freed them from the overbearing, you know, overlord, I guess, the overlady, because she was a woman. No, it didn't have the ring I wanted to it. It doesn't. I don't know. There's something. It doesn't have the punch to it. You know what I mean?
The cougar.
Yeah.
The witch.
Yeah, the sea hag, lich. That she was in a lot of people's head, a lot of important people. She was controlling them, and by controlling them, she was controlling the populace of the island. And they're all very thankful, so they are going to try and offer to, how do I put this, for lack of better words, like hair and makeup and decorate you to prepare you for the festivities for today. Because again, it is the third day of the bloom. And it is a party. Even inside the keep, you can hear the revelry that is in the city. There is singing, there is cheering, there's music, there's clopping of fucking feet on wooden dance floors. There is glass shattering and yells of excitement. You can hear all this inside the keep because it travels through the rock of the building. I mean, it is audible. And you guys know that it is the last day of the bloom. The reason you're here, a couple of you are here, is for what happens at the end of the night, or I guess it'd be the beginning of the night, when the sun goes down. When the actual bloom happens, you guys, a couple of you are here for that reason. Because there are like people that will go climb the tree and collect, you know, pieces of the flower, the pistils, the nectar that's in them, the spores that are released from them. There are people that will go up there and collect those things. And two of you, based on what we've already done, are under the impression that you can concoct some kind of healing solution to one heal your sister and the other heal your would-be mother. So
would be that is my mom.
sure.
Disrespectful.
Adopted mother.
Mother. It's just mom.
Be
Be nice.
Elf.
Yeah.
It's my mom. You guys just don't understand.
I want to take
You'll
the
never
ring off and put it
understand.
back in the box.
Here's my question. Do you know that you look different than she does?
Do you
Do
know
I?
that you're a walking goat?
My intelligence is an 8. I don't
That's
know.
that's my question. Like, does she have mirrors? You know,
Maybe I'm sure Thimble has
your
like,
reflection in like
wondered-
water.
No, I'm sure Thimble.
Are you just like a
has
hairy
wondered
elf?
And,
You know,
and then just has been like, nah, I can't be adopted. She would tell me, and Mom's just never brought it up.
Sure.
So like,
Right, yeah, that's fair.
she has no idea.
That's totally fair.
And
Yeah,
like
so
how she has
it's your
no
mom.
idea
For all
that
intents and
she's dying
purposes.
of old age.
For all intents and purposes, that's your mom. Sure. I'll give you that. So they if you guys will let them, will begin to decorate you and make you pretty. Presentable to the public.
Hell yeah.
What kind of suit does a centaur wear? Does it have like does it have like a Scottish kilt like that goes around your whole body?
I can't wear a suit because of the armor. I can't take off the armor.
You could cover it up.
Nah, that's too bulky, homie.
You'd be all swole up in your suit.
Wear a robe.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put like
It's just really long in the back. So it's just like cut at a 90-degree angle for the ass end of the horse.
Yeah, then you can open it up in front of people. And...
Whoa there.
What is he gonna do? The shit's on the back of the horse, not on the front. It's just gonna be chest. It's gonna be all chest.
Just have it on the bottom so you open it up like this instead of like this. Open it up like that.
Why are you trying to flash people?
I'm gonna say flashing is a hard pass in D&D. I'm gonna feel like that's a hard pass.
Not unless I'm a hero.
Anyways.
I don't know if you heard me, but I'm putting the ring back in the box.
Sure, yeah, when you take it off, it comes off easy enough. Put it back in the box.
I'm not taking the chance that it's going to attune and not come off.
You never know.
Which is why I took it off.
Where we at? So, they will make you whatever outfit you would like. So please describe what you would like your outfit to look like. They have a few hours to put it together, but they'll make do. So, Yornir, what do they adorn you in?
Hold up.
All right.
Skip me.
Ian, what do they adorn you in? Do you allow them to take measurements and make you an outfit?
I kind of shrug them off, throw my hood up, and keep walking.
Sure. All of a sudden, moody Ian doesn't want to be touched by people. Alador, what do they adorn you in? Do you allow them to dress you? You're naked all the time anyway. It's not like it's a big fucking difference. You know what I mean? You're half horse. From the fucking belly button up. The human belly button. God damn it.
I am just gonna say.
Or the dryad belly button.
Yeah, used to like fancy shit because I'm from a fucking.
Oh yeah, no, you're from the middle of the fucking like plains. They're pulling out fabrics that you have never felt before.
I'm just gonna tell the dudes, just take care of me. I'm not used to this kind of, I guess, lavish style.
Sure.
Whatever you guys seem is appropriate.
Okay.
Please. That's all I'm gonna say to them.
They take some of your little cues here and there, and they give you a how do I put this? It's gonna be like a loose overshirt. I'm sorry, loose undershirt that you can throw over your armor. And it's going to be very dark brown. And they're going to give you kind of another looser. It's not very form fitting because again you have to accommodate your armor. And they're very much like trying to like, can we take this off? And you're like, no, don't take that off. So they're having to adjust the clothing a little bit, extend it a little further to fit your armor. But you get a pretty nice torso up outfit out of it. You know, a dark black coat, but like an earthen undercolor shirt. It's nice though. You feel very fancy. You feel fancier than you ever felt before. Thimble, what would you like them to dress you in?
Okay, so what I'm thinking is just like a nice brown undershirt underneath like that sort of like same like yellowish kind of color that she already wears.
Sure.
But with more like an intricate stitch work to give it like some sort of design. And
okay.
I don't know, maybe that same sort of brown as a belt, but like it's not like an actual traditional belt. It's like cloth that they wrapped around.
Sure, yeah, like your dress has the loops in it and it's not actually like form fitting the belt. It just like loosely fits in the
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, something like that.
More of a sachet. No, it's a sash.
Yeah.
Sachet is when you walk.
There you
sash.
go. It's a sash. Something like that.
Okay. Cool.
But better. I'm
yeah.
bad at
No, I mean
describing.
you get the outfit that you're looking for. You get a nice yellowish dress. It has little you want yellowish or did you say brownish? I'm 100% drawing a blank right now. Yeah, okay. So you get a yellowish dress. It has they notice that you've taken to this nature sword very much. And they like hem it in these vines that it has like little ivy spikes hanging off of it. None of them are poking towards you, but it gives a rough but pretty look. You know, it's designed in like an almost a barbed wire coat, but it's ivy. A coat line, I'm sorry, like a neckline. That's what I'm looking for. Ian shrugs them off, pulls his hood up, doesn't wear anything. We're coming back to you, Nick. What do they adorn Yornir in?
I want something silky and maroon in color and some metal fragments in it.
What do you mean metal fragments? Like you want like loopholes, like so they can tie like ropes into it to like cinch it around your chest or something?
Kind of like shoulder pad type things.
Okay, I don't know that they can give you that in metal though.
Why not?
If your fabric is thin and light, it's not gonna have the sturdiness to hold something like that.
Oh man, I just want it metallic looking then, like.
I mean, they could do like a metallic sheen to it. Absolutely, that's something you could do with fabric, of course.
I'm thinking of more along the lines of like a fucking like a normal ass suit, but the edges are metallic in color, but the rest of it's like a silky mirror.
Okay, yeah, they can give you that. That's fair. Do you strip your armor off for it? So is it fit to you or is it fit to your armor?
Fit to armor.
Okay, so you leave your armor underneath. Okay.
Yeah.
So you all look very nice except for Ian, who looks like Ian. He's just standing there, arms crossed, looking down, really fucking moody on the other end of the room while you guys are getting dressed up really nicely.
You can't tell that I'm moody. I just got my hood over my head. I could be napping.
Which would mean you're moody.
No, you're moody.
The edge.
The amount of emotional distress you guys have caused me, anybody would be moody.
Hey, you should be happy. You got cool shit from a room that you snuck into.
So over the next couple of hours, they get you guys squared away. They give you your outfits. And about the end of this few hour period, you know, it's probably getting close to 2 in the afternoon, we'll say. And they started, now let's say 3 in the afternoon. They started to get with you around like 11-ish. So you don't see Sota or Augustus. They have not approached you. They haven't come back up from the bunker, but no, you guys don't know what they were doing because you guys left. You just asked Sota to come back down. Let me see here. the lady of the keep, Lady Aurelia, and her 2 daughters descend a beautiful staircase that is at the opposite end of the room you guys are kind of sectioned off in, and they're giving you your outfits and measuring you and dressing you and things like that. It's very much a fucking like Russian ballet. It is so ornate, shit's moving in an insane way. You guys are fucking blown away at how quickly this is getting effectively done. And eventually she comes down the stairs and she looks beautiful. She's still a little thin. You can see it in her face. Her cheeks are a little depressed. Her daughter's same thing. Cheeks a little depressed. You know, eyes a little bit sunken into their face. Like they have not been eating well over the last few years that they've been in this bunker. Or not bunker, cell, I'm sorry. And you can see they all look very, very fine though. The lady of the keep is in this beautiful gray dress. Her gray hair is in this beautiful updo. Her makeup is flawlessly done. And her daughters are in respectively a reddish dress and a purplish dress. The hair's is done in the same style as their mother. It is gray as well, even though they're in their late teens. The hair is the same color as their mother. You can probably just guess it's a genetic trait. She is Aurelia Ashborn from the ash tree. And their makeup again flawlessly done. Their nails that were kind of jagged and unkept are very finely cut now. I mean, you can see that they are very, very, very well kept at this point. And it's only taken just a few hours to make them look like queens and princesses. They come descend down the stairs, and she is beyond thankful. She cannot put into words. She even starts to cry, and one of the maids runs up with a tissue and is like trying to wipe her eyes down. The blessing you guys have given her family, the second chance that they were never, I don't know how to put this. They necessarily, I don't want to say second chance they deserved, because that's the wrong turn of phrase that I'm looking for. But their rulership was taken from them, and you gave it back by releasing them from the cells. So again, the maid is like trying to wipe the eyes, and she's like swatting her away. And she reaches out to thank each of you, and she tells you, I would like to honor you at today's festival, if that is okay with all of you.
Shake my head.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thimble's gonna go for a high five.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah!
She like very much has hands clasped and closed to her chest, and when you raise her hand, she kind of steps back for a second. Like you can see her noticeably like flinch backwards a little bit.
Oh.
And then she slowly reaches her hand out and softly touches yours and pulls it back and rests her hands back in front of her again. She's very much seems reclusive because of the traumatic experience she's had over the last several years.
I just
High five to-
back and said, "Way to go."
Thank you.
She says, well, if you guys would like to come with me, we can tour the city and enjoy some of the festival before the show begins.
Very well.
Yes.
Sure.
Question before we get into a market area: how much gold did we steal from that room?
Yeah, that's right.
How stuffed is our
I
pockets?
will say that this man did say that JJ did say you were stuffing in platinum as well. My
Gold and platinum, absolutely.
Everybody.
Yes.
How fat is my coin purse?
Yeah, how fat that bitch right now?
It's heavier than
Okay.
you probably.
Question, and it's going to be for each of you. Did you take platinum?
Oh, homie, I took anything that was worth.
Are you
any
kidding?
So yes,
Of course,
yes,
Platinum,
It's
obviously.
Yes.
shiny.
You're asking the rogue.
yes. All of you took platinum. Okay,
It's
roll me 1d20 and 1d10, and then we're gonna roll 2 more after that.
1d20, 1d10.
Or no, I
You're
got
not adding them
6.
together. Yeah.
I got 6 on the d20 and the
Okay, hang on. We'll do ions first. D20, go ahead. What's your D10?
Oh, I rolled them together, so I had 6 total.
Oh, it's a 5 and a 1. Okay. Oh shit, you rolled a 1 on the D20. You didn't get a lot of gold. roll me a D6. Ben, roll me a D6.
Ben.
Someone's talking.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go over to Nick. Nick, roll me a D20 and a D10 separately.
Yeah, my d20 is 16.
Okay.
And my d10 is 7.
Roll me a D6 for the D20, and roll me a D4 for the D10. I probably should have done this separately. We'll do this. Okay, so 2 for the D6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you make 32 gold, and you make 21 platinum.
Wait, 32 gold?
32 gold, 21 platinum.
32
So
gold.
Alador, roll me a D20 and a D6, and then roll me a D10 and a D4. We'll do it that way because that's a little. It's gonna keep them together.
So a D20 and a D6.
Yeah.
Whew. A 7 and
You make
a 7 on D20 and a 2 on a D10.
You make
Or
14
D6.
gold.
Let's go.
Reroll what? Hang on. Hunter, reroll what? Which one? Reroll his 7 and 2? It's not necessarily something that we can have them roll at disadvantage on, I guess. Okay, roll another d20 and you're just going to ×2 modifier. So if you get higher, you get higher. That's fine. Well, no, it discourages disadvantage, so you take the lower. So you're either going to get 14 gold or something under that. So roll me another d20.
And a D6 as well?
No, just the d20 first.
Oh, 17.
Okay,
So
well,
I take
you're still going to get the lower one, which is 14 gold. 7 times 2.
Hey.
Okay, roll me a d10 and a d4.
You motherfucker. You said a D10 and D4?
D10 and a d4.
Too easy. So a 2
You make
on the 10,
8 platinum.
D4. Let's go.
Symbol, same thing. D20, d6, and then d10, d4.
D20 17, and then on the 6 I got a 2.
Okay, so you make 34 gold. D10, d6, or I'm sorry, D10, d4.
34 gold?
17 times 2. Yeah, 34.
Okay. And then D10, D4. I got a 4 and a 1.
Okay, so you make 4 platinum.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back now.
D20 and a d6. It was your 6, right? Is what you rolled? 6 total or some shit? I don't remember what the hell it was. So okay, so you made you rolled the wrong. Okay, so roll me a d6 and a d4, and then we'll just do the multipliers that way.
D6 and a D4. Do you want me to roll them separately?
Together is fine because it tells me what the rolls are on each dice.
5.
Okay, so you make 15 platinum, and you make 2 gold. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 platinum, 2 gold.
So Lady Aurelia, grabs the closest person to them, which we'll say is Thimble's hand, even because she probably still had it up. She's probably looking for one from the daughters too, and it was like, wait, no. So she'll reach out and grab your hand and like lower it down, and then walk with you next to her, and then you guys will be walked through the city.
Thimble's gonna like try to hold her hand randomly and everything.
Sure, yeah, that's what she's doing. She's got you kind of like in the princess and prince thing where you like put your arm through and she's like grasping your hand. That's what she's doing.
Oh hell yeah! This is my new best friend. Sorry guys.
Yeah, Thimble's turning around, sticking her tongue out and shit. You guys are escorted through the city. The only guard that comes with you is the sergeant at arms that you turn the heads into.
Did we? What?
No, you didn't kill him. You killed everybody in the room but him. He was the one who fought with you.
I don't remember having anybody fight with us.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one fought
Me
with
neither.
us, homie.
Pretty sure he fought with you.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Because he was the only one that wasn't under her spell in the room.
Well, I mean,
Nobody
we
fought with
massacred
us.
everybody in there.
Well,
You didn't roll
never
a
mind. The
single-
sergeant at arms doesn't come with you because you guys slaughtered him in cold blood.
So you didn't roll a single roll for him to fight with us.
That's okay. That's fine. He's dead. Sure,
He's dead.
he's dead.
Oh.
As you guys leave this like this room where you're being prepared, the throne room kind of stinks.
Should we?
And there are people that are like on the floor trying to scrub up the fucking blood stains that are in the marble now. And like the rugs are like fucking rolled up because they're stained and shit. You know, some of the fucking tapestry that was hanging on the walls is like rolled all the way to the ceiling because it's splattered in fucking blood and ooze and shit.
Why don't we just say
There's a big fucking black burn on the floor where that acid shit got thrown over there. Throne room is disheveled as fuck.
Yolner, you can burn this down, correct?
Huh?
You can burn the whole keep down. Let's just start anew.
No, his breath weapon's not that powerful. Swords are, maybe.
Well, I could
After
start a
enough
fire.
time, sure, it's
Well,
possible.
good
But also the
fires.
building is made of stone and it would like burn out. It wouldn't burn down.
Damn.
Does that make sense?
What if I
It would
just burn
like
all
cook the
tapestries?
inside. It would be like a stove, basically. It's not gonna burn the building down. It would just scorch the stone.
Way to sink the island.
It would burn all the shit inside of the building, sure, if you caught a fire. But it would be hard to catch a fire because it's like not wood, it's stone. You could catch little fires here and there. Are those fires going to catch the whole building? Probably not. That being the case, you guys are escorted out these big massive wooden doors that you've come in and out 2 times now. No, just once actually. You came in. And you just went up to the doors, never in. Yeah, you guys are escorted back out of the main keep doors. You cross the beautiful rose garden, and you can see like the blind daughter is being held, kind of like how you're being walked, Thimble, by the other sister. And she, like the sister that can see, reaches over and picks one and hands it to the blind sister. These girls were very young when they were put in here, so these probably a place that they played. They were put in the cells. This is probably a place that they played when they were younger. And you can, when she hands one to the blind girl, she puts it up to her nose and she's like, "It's a rose, smell it." She smells it, that sickly, rich, sweet smell that roses have. And you can see them begin to tear up and realize that they're finally free. It's officially hit them. They are no longer in a cell. It is a bit of a dramatic, Hallmark moment. You guys
Made
are
for TV.
right. Yeah, exactly. In case it ever happens one day. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god, I can't believe you saved us from our fucking piss and shit.
I mean, if you're
In
in a
jail
cell that
they haven't
hasn't
moved everything.
No, but if you're in a cell with a fucking open wall that's the ocean, you probably like knock the shit over the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless they had diarrhea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
sure.
just
Then you probably
shovel it
take
off,
some
have shit
thatch
all
or
over
something
their
and
nose.
like
sweep it off.
there's probably a way to clean.
Yeah, washing your hands with piss.
Stop.
My boy,
Please
you
stop.
good?
Do we need to take a pause here and talk about your mental health?
Are you okay?
I'm just saying, where are they gonna wash their hands?
Do we need to
They're
take
gonna
I
bear
don't
press?
know.
Nick,
I
do
don't-
we need to take all that money you just got for tier and use it for a therapist for you?
Probably.
That's a fair
I
question.
did go through a bunch of shit that I've never been through.
No, I will not be your D&D therapist.
I wouldn't want you to be my therapist. The fuck?
Yeah, I will turn on that sociopath switch like that.
Like,
Great,
so what's
actually.
troubling you, Nick? Everything.
We'd
I
have
don't
to
give a
rename
shit.
We'd have to rename the stream to D&D therapy
Yeah.
Therapy.
with Lord Longcock.
Go fuck yourself with Lord Longcock. That's what it is. Go fuck yourself.
You signed up for
Therapy.
this. In therapy. Catch us next week. where
Jesus
we
Christ.
destroy
Okay.
a-
Okay.
Please.
Fuck the bad shit out of his brain.
The big gates that are God damn it, the walls of the keep, the gates that are attached to this, drawbridge falls down. It is lowered down. It's not just like, you know, it is gently lowered down. Two guards actually, because the one that I wanted you to go with is gonna be you guys' friend. You fucking murdered him. Two more of the guards step in and kind of flank you guys and to sort of protect the lady of the keep. Roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Oh no!
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
God.
in danger.
I'm in danger. Bet.
Okay, not bad.
If you get over a 13 or higher, let me know.
I did. Let's go.
Oh no!
My -2.
Who are we missing here?
Bro.
Thimble.
I
We're
got a
missing
7.
Thimbles. 7. Okay. Alador, you probably figure that these guys have no fucking idea what happened inside. The rest of you, a fucking nice drawbridge.
Beautiful.
The wood is like fucking. You guys ever seen a Catholic church? How shit's all like carved and the doors are really nice. They're brass technically, but
This is gorgeous.
it's a nice fucking door.
Intelligence. I rolled the lowest of everybody.
That's how the dice do, dude. It doesn't matter your stats. That's just a
I know,
bonus.
Dice are not happy with me today, apparently.
I rolled a 2.
Question.
What's up?
Who am I walking in?
I'm assuming that in the front is Lady Aurelia and Thimble and their 2 daughters are closely behind. You know, the guards are going to be flanking them. The rest of you are kind of puddled in behind. Probably the 3 of you together side by side. The 3 guys. Thimble is like being fucking trophy wived around right now.
The 3 of us
I
are
love
just a
it.
couple of dude bros.
Yeah,
Guys being
I'm
dudes.
walking around.
There's a lot of like you guys are trying to figure out, like you guys are trying to make a fucking handshake and like one of you goes up, the other one also goes up. You can't fucking, you know, there's no dapping has happened, right? You fucking, it's just a lot of like slapping fists and one of you's got a thumb grabbed. There's a lot of shit going on back here.
One of us goes to dab and then
One of you's doing fucking finger guns for no reason. Hobo, did you take your shot from chamber?
I did.
Okay.
And
I'll take another one if I have to.
No, you're fine. So what are you 3 doing in the back? Because Thimble is being paraded.
I'm the favorite.
Still covered up in my cloak, just walking.
Sure. The shadow, the Reaper follows.
With my
Oh
little
my
bit
God.
of indifference to whatever these 2 are doing next to me, like I'm acting like I'm not part of that.
What are you 2 doing?
I'm just looking around. I'm walking.
Yeah,
I
you know,
noticed that.
you guess
Looks
that
like
these
it's
guards
clueless.
probably have zero fucking idea what happened inside.
Yeah, that's
And there is no one to speak up for you except the Lady of the Keep. Because you murdered the only other guy that could.
No, wait,
Not our
was it-
fault.
You know that.
No.
The rest of you do not.
Didn't
Not
he?
our
No.
The rest of
Didn't
you,
he-
that's a nice
Okay.
fucking door. Thimble, these are some nice fucking trees.
This is beautiful.
This is a nice ground.
This is a very nice blade of
Nick,
grass.
what is Yornir doing in this circumstance? What are you doing while you're walking? You guys are just you're walking into town at this point. You're going through like the gates. You're making your way into the town now. There's 100 feet or so between the keep and actual village.
What I'm doing is
You're reading?
No,
Oh, you're fucking holding the book up. Am I supposed to know the title of this shit while you're doing this with it? I don't know.
gathering my thoughts. All right, I'm
Oh, he's writing in his diary. Okay.
as we're walking, right? I'm looking at the shops if we're passing any.
No, not right now, not yet. You haven't
Okay.
actually reached the
So what's around us?
the town. There's about 100 feet between the gate and the town. I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are doing in that 100-foot period.
Well, what I'll be doing is I'm gonna look in the box of rings that I have.
Okay, yeah, you pull out the box of rings and you open it up and you look inside.
Is there a purplish one? Like deep
No.
violet-ish looking.
No, there's one that's the same color as your golden scales.
Well, what do the other ones look like?
There's a black one. There's one that looks like it's made of carved hard stone. There is very shiny chrome one. There's a gold one with... What languages do you speak?
Shit, I gotta look.
I know it's Draconic and Common, but I don't know what else.
Oh, no, that's it.
That's it?
Yep.
A funny looking language written on it.
Possible for me to...
There in... Maybe. You don't know. You're fucking keeping your distance, Grim Reaper. Shut up.
Get here.
They can't see your face. You can't see what they're doing because your cloak's down. Your cloak's up.
Your cloak's down, huh?
Yeah, you're fucking... It's all pulled down over your face. Emo-like and shit. Edgelord. Probably out here licking your fucking knife and weird shit.
Not yet.
Hair's probably all fucking cut at an angle and shit. Probably only wear baggy cargo pants that are just black.
I mean, I do be kind of be in hiding.
Has a sketchy ass backpack.
Probably has a sketchy backpack that's black, but it's also like on the back it's like a pink kitty somehow that somehow fits into the aesthetic.
There's a shape of something that fires things. And...
No, I'm fucking with you.
Kind of trying to be in hiding, and I'm now being paraded around the entire town.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to put...
Yes, of course I...
No, so here's the thing.
Because
Vincent is in hiding. Ian is Ian.
But I don't want somebody who knows Ian to come up to Ian.
You're on an island 4 days journey.
But Ian is also accused of murder right now.
That too.
It was cleared up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Was
that's
it?
right.
It was cleared up when you guys killed the Lockswaddles.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
because all the accusers
When
are
you
dead.
slaughtered the male population of the island.
Who's gonna accuse us if they're fucking
all-
dead?
Yeah, same. And everyone
Well-
forgot what they were doing because the fucking hag
Then
disappeared.
I didn't know that I was not longer being accused of murder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
take
mean-
your fucking hood off.
Yes, I can
You know,
promise you
Gee,
all-
so here's the thing. The person who was accusing you is dead. The person who had the authority that was backing up the accusation because he's relating to him also dead. Their bodies are piled under some wood and dirty shit inside their house with the door open. Though it's kind of like the slums and not necessarily anybody's going to go there, you only killed the men of the Lockswaddle clan, we'll call them.
Oh, that's gonna bite us in the ass.
And they're all just buried in the same, not even buried, their shit just piled on top of them.
Fucking deny. Anyone asks anything, we fucking deny it. We were never there.
He yells from the front of the group.
We killed a fucking body. There's no one to say shit to us anymore.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Before we start yelling, deny everything. Maybe discuss it with the Lady of the Keep who you just saved. I don't know.
Hey,
okay.
It sounds like your expertise. Explain it to her. No, actually.
That being said,
Okay.
you guys are being escorted to or toward the Crimson Route, during which you pass no shops. It is mostly residential areas until you reach that area, and then there is the Crimson Route. There's a bit of an open square, which is where everybody currently is being like piled up for all of the we'll say events of the day, which have been going on all morning. It's part of like, as you get closer, you're hearing the screaming get louder. People are excited. You can even hear like small fights here and there, but they're not necessarily aggressive fights. They're probably like drunken shenanigans. And you know, as you begin to get closer and closer and approach, there's quite a crowd around the Crimson Root. There is a stage set up in the open area, essentially just some wooden fucking pallets stacked on top of some other wooden shit. It's just to elevate the group in the middle, and in the middle there are people doing some activities.
Is it an orgy?
It's an orgy, homie.
I don't
I'm putting my
appreciate.
belt over my shit.
No,
I'm putting my
it's
belt
a
over my-
fucking festival.
But you said some activities.
Right.
You
Fucking like
kinda looked
fair
and said she was
things.
gonna cover her eyes. She's
But
panicking.
you could.
Some things you do at a fucking fair.
Alright, JJ.
It's not that kind of D&D.
Sound like it was a bad thing.
This is a fucking party. It's the festival of the new year.
Yeah.
You know what? The more I say, the more it does sound like an orgy.
You
It's
can't
not-
say activities and give us that look and not expect us to go to orgy.
You know, okay, JJ, I'm putting the belt over the shit I'm wearing, so I'm putting that new belt I found, on.
Okay. It's gonna take you a while to attune to it if it was a magical
I-
item.
I'm just wearing it.
Okay. You put it on. There are fucking orgy.
Were you about to say penises? Is
No,
that
I
what
was
you
gonna
were about
say
to
people.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just so hung up on how you guys got to fucking orgies that fast.
The way you said activity.
There's some
give us that
activity,
look.
fair activities.
You gave a
No,
look.
because
You
be,
didn't say
there,
that.
there
You said some activities.
because I was gonna
Yeah.
then
Look.
describe the activities
Just-
and I was cut off by orgies.
Please do not
fucking-
describe the activities.
I don't want to know.
There are people doing shit like fucking, what is the bag race where you jump into a bag? What is it? Sack races? That's what I'm looking for. Fuck you people. Burlap sacks.
Nuts.
There's a new activity called crushing Yornir's testicles they just invented. He's gonna be a eunuch for his god.
So the TikTok is gonna be up pretty big.
Fuck you guys.
I
All
want
of
to
you.
sacrifice. That sounds
I was
dirty.
trying to give you a reward event after a fucking battle, and you guys took it to orgies and nutsacks in 20 seconds.
Hey, wait, is this all gonna be a TikTok clip tomorrow?
Oh my
I
god.
hope so. Please make.
Wait, if this
Holy shit. Okay.
is a little disappointed.
The people currently on stage are playing an event called Punch Drunk. You take a big fucking chug of dwarven ale and you punch the fucking guy in front of you. The first of you to fall in 3 swings loses. You move on.
I want no part of this game.
I want
Sounds
every
like
part of this
BDSM.
game.
This is an event you will notice being refereed by Dia the Dwarf from the Crimson Root.
I love
Ooh,
it.
it's the same shit that they played in the fucking bar.
Sorta. It was just,
I
that was an
can't do
actual
it.
fight.
Hey, Elador.
Huh?
I'll give you guys a hint.
I'm weak.
This event was supposed to be for Augustus and Soda, but they're not here. So if you guys want to do them, you can. This particular event was designed for their characters.
Because they're big punching
Right.
characters.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
They are
That
very
was-
large punchers.
Right. But they're not with you.
Considering his simple strength is kind of stupid.
It is. He's right.
On another stage, do you want to do it, Thimble?
No, I'm just saying.
You
I
do
need it.
kind of have ridiculous strength for somebody that's like 5'3".
It's so
You
that I
also
can
look
ram
hard.
into people.
You're gonna underestimate.
I did it so I could
Whoa.
headbutt
You're gonna
people.
underestimate
You're
me. They're
right.
Gonna think,
You're
"Oh,
right.
we're
They're
beat
gonna
the fuck
underestimate me.
out
I'm
of her.
5'2". Let's go.
You might be able to headbutt people instead of punching them. I don't know. That could probably die as a pretty fucking like aggressive person.
Hey, man. You might be able
can
to
I go
ram
up
people.
to
You
Diane,
could
like,
try and maybe make a
ask her?
persuasion check. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you
Okay,
say
I'm-
first?
I'm
What
gonna
do you
walk up to
try
her.
and she
I'm gonna get, like-
recognizes you? Hey, it's
I'm
good
gonna
to
get
see you
kind of
again.
close. Could I maybe headbutt them instead? Just fucking ram into them, you know? Try to knock them off stage.
Sure.
It would be fun. Yeah.
Oh
Why
my
not?
God.
We're here for the drama. We're here for the event.
Yes.
Why not?
Thank you, Dia. I'll buy you a drink tomorrow.
On the next stage over, they are doing an event they're addressing as Dragon's Revenge. They are taking a bunch of alcohol in their fucking mouth, holding a torch in front of it, and spitting it. Whoever shoots the furthest flame wins.
I'm jogging over there.
It's like 10 feet.
You see this big half dragon running towards us.
As fast as I possibly can.
Ian, you see a man who is doing the fucking cup game where he has the ball and he's like trying to trick little kids with the cup. You know what I'm talking about? You see a guy doing that. I designed games for each of your characters.
I want all that smoke.
And the last one, the last one is just a race. It's essentially drink a shit ton of alcohol, run, see how far you can get without vomiting.
Everything is about
Meaning this is the New Year's. Of course, it's about drinking. It's the New Year event for these people. Meaning you drink like you're gonna drink 5 like hard alcohols. You're gonna make a Constitution check at disadvantage, and then you're going to run your ass off.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go play with the cups.
Okay. Ian moves to the cups.
Go for the race.
Alador moves to the race. Thimble heads for Punch Drunk. And Yornir heads for Dragon's Revenge.
Are there all dragon related people doing the game, or is it just
No.
fucking anybody?
You are the only dragon descended person you can see.
Oh, swag.
Probably on the island.
You don't know. You know what? Up to this point, you have not seen another dragon-blooded person on this island. It's not necessarily like that anybody has anything against them. They're just not here.
Racist.
They're just not here.
Because they've been
So
ostracized.
each of you roll a d20, and that'll be the order we go in, and we will pick it up right after our break. So just roll your d20s, and then tell me what you get.
Fucking nat 1.
Okay. You go last.
9.
Okay.
10. Nope. Yep, 10.
Yeah, just straight d20 roll.
7.
Okay, so we're gonna go Alador, Thimble, Yornir, and Ian. That's gonna be the order we go in. Eloise is doing the Dragon's Revenge. And 2 people that you don't know. You know what? Alador, you would recognize one of them as the handsome Lockswaddle. The only one who is not at the house when you killed all of them is refereeing the race. And Ian, the man that you see playing with the cups, is a decrepit looking, scraggly, unkept beard looking old white man. Beard is like all fuzzy and in different directions and shit. And his hair is very thin at the top, but like very thick at the sides. He has like 6 fucking hairs laying over the top of his head. Very, very like sea-worn, haggard, tanned skin. That's the guy you see. But after that, I need to pee, so we will pick up in 15 minutes after our halftime break. So if anybody asks any questions and you guys want to answer them, Go right ahead. I'm gonna kick on the BRB screen.
Oh, amazing. I'm ready to burn these critters alive and eat their raw meat flesh.
Please tell me you're not gonna actually use your fucking dragon's breath.
I can't, I already used it.
God damn it!
But I can act like I'm going to, because I do have the lung capacity to make a mighty ass burp.
Mm.
Or stomach. Whatever the fuck, stomach.
Bruh.
I can flex my throat muscles as a dragon. Don't think too deep into that.
Too late. I already
I
did.
saw Cass like fucking with his face, and I was like, "The fuck are you thinking about?"
My boy.
Oh, did you get my message, Cass? Do you understand what I meant by that about the rings?
Yes, I as soon as you said as soon as you said an autumn looking ring, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I know what you're, bro. I don't think he's gonna give you a fucking ring of autumn anymore. I feel
Yeah,
like
but you
he's gonna-
remember it fucked us all over last round, so he might actually do it.
if you have all of them, but if you only have the ring of autumn, was cool as fuck. But I don't. I was gonna ask him like. I was gonna ask Thimble like, "Hey Thimble, do you see any deck of cards so we can play games?"
Oh, that'll be
That
funny
That would
as
be
shit.
so cool.
What are we doing? Games? What?
Hey,
Somebody
hey,
said something
uh,
about a tight dragon
Don't worry
throat?
about it.
What?
I heard it.
hey,
I
you
said
didn't
my
hear it.
yeah. Nothing happened.
Something about flexing dragon muscles? What?
Yeah, man, the breathing burp muscles for
Listen,
dragon.
in theory, you could have a dragon child.
Huh?
You just
What?
have to find a female dragon. You could
wanna
in
ask you a question.
theory produce a dragon.
If someone were to get like a heart transplant from a dragonborn, but the person who received it is a human, would they
Ooh.
turn into a half dragon?
No. According to the rules, no. But also, I don't
they get a
think
heart from a dragon?
heart transplants exist in what is a medieval-esque world.
Would blood transfusions?
Yes and no. I mean, that did happen depending on the culture you were in. But it was definitely not as clean as we do them today. It was not as sanitary.
Oh,
for
definitely.
sure. Meaning they were like sent through pig intestines and shit like that. And like the blood was like not necessarily even needles. It was I'm sorry, the stick part was not even necessarily a needle. It would have been like a thorn. You know, because plastic tubing didn't exist. Fine metal of that caliber didn't exist at that point. Enough time and effort, it probably could be done. You know, if a cleric and a medic anyway, not even necessarily a cleric, but a medic and a maybe an artificer got together enough, you probably could brainstorm an idea that was something along the lines of blood transfusion. But that's not even how you become a half dragon. You have to bathe in the blood of 50 newborns. Or I think you
blood into your veins.
I think you have to bathe in it for 24 hours straight is what it is. There's like a whole fucking actual ordeal. Or I think you can bathe in the blood of an actual ancient dragon is another way to do it. I think there's only 2 ways to actually become a half dragon. Or you can be born one.
Yeah. Because I was trying to brainstorm ideas for fucking new character on the off chance my guy dies.
Well, pick something other than a fucking dragon. How about that?
No, I was. There was just one brainstorm idea.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Hey,
Hit me. What?
Was there a deck of many things in that chamber by chance?
Yeah, we can go back.
Maybe.
Out of character. Even if there was, I mean, this is out of character. I wouldn't go back. Or we got rushed out.
Well, okay. So here's the thing: if I tell you if something was in there, you can't go back. That's my caveat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, is the answer to that question.
I was gonna.
Something
ask
tells me he
for
said
it.
yes because he said you won't be able to go
Oh.
back if he told
Right.
you.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, so
He just
the
doesn't want us
way
to go back, so he said it was in there.
the way it works is, like, say one of you investigates a body, right? And you get a 11, and you find like the money on him. You know, the easily presentable money pouch on his side. And then somebody else is like, oh, I want to investigate him too, like right after I tell you what it is. The rules don't necessarily allow for that. You can assist somebody, and that's why I usually, when you do the assist things, I have one of you roll a d20. If you roll over a 10, the other person gets advantage on the roll. Which I think was how D&D 3.5 did it, if I remember right.
I don't know shit about old D&D. I only started at 5.
Well, the you know what? No,
Sounds
I'll leave
about
that. I'll leave that to come. That's information that could be interesting.
Hey man, if you told us that there's a deck of many things in there, can I ask if there's something else in there
Maybe,
that I may or may not already have in a box?
maybe.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
I'm
do
not
it.
doing it.
Don't
I'm
do
not
it.
You
doing
Don't
you
do
can
it.
ask,
No.
sure.
Ah, you're gonna retcon it. Be like, it's not actually in there.
I know what your question is going to be. And I will
No,
tell
no,
you.
don't.
I will tell you that the ring
It
you
wasn't
put
what we were
on
talking
is
about
not
earlier.
the ring you thought about.
Oh, I wasn't gonna ask you about the autumn ring anyway.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
gonna ask you
that's
about a
not the ring
very
of autumn.
specific purplish looking ring.
Nope.
That's not in there.
There's no purple ring in the box. You took all the rings in the room.
Yeah. You
What's
still
it-
haven't told me what they looked like.
I was in the middle of it, and then we got
okay.
busy. What's your thing, Hobo? Go ahead, do your thing.
So this is completely off topic of D&D, but
Sure.
my friend sent a humble bundle that's like $2,000 worth of games for $40, and all profit goes to helping Ukraine.
Yeah.
Can I post that
Sure.
in your
Oh, yeah?
server? Because I think that's not only really neat, but
It's
also
a
really
great
helpful.
deal. Yeah, there's a lot of shit in there too that's not even like video games. It's like Pathfinder books. It's
Yeah.
there's a lot of like
it looks
3D
really
printable
nice.
figures, figure files and shit like that.
All the time.
I was looking at it, I was
So
thinking about
should I
buying.
post-
It expires in 3 days, so if you guys are gonna get it, get it.
Where should I
I-
post it? Should I just throw it
Just
in
post it
general or?
in general in public D&D or whatever. I mean, that's whatever you want to put it in. I have a free games thing, but technically that's not like free games. So yeah, put it in Gen Chat or put it in whatever and public, wherever you feel like it needs to be.
There we go.
Yeah, I sent it to Ben,
picking it
and
up.
I was looking at it too. So I'm trying to decide between buying that and buying Elden Ring, but I'm working on my house right now, so it's like I'm trying to fucking make sure I have allocated funds. Yeah, so when you buy it, they give you an ass load of Steam codes.
124. What the fuck?
But it's $40 and you get like $2,570 something worth of games. It's an incredible deal. It really is.
What?
Yo.
Is this for me?
And it goes, yeah, you get a bunch of Steam codes. I think they also work as GOG Galaxy codes too, but even if you do them on Steam, GOG just imports them into them too. So if you use GOG Galaxy as your primary thing, you can do that too.
That's awesome.
I prefer GOG. I think it's way more like user friendly than Steam is. But I have them both. That's the thing, because like Witcher is only on GOG, it's not on Steam. So.
Oh, Amnesia's on this. Nice.
I think it has 3 Amnesia games if I remember right.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit you can get from Humble Bundle.
It's a lot of stuff in there, for sure.
That's how I got like some of my games that I got.
I'm thinking about getting it. That's the thing is I don't know if I want to buy that or I want to buy Elden Ring.
Elden Ring will always be there. This is limited time.
That's the thing. Yeah, it ends in 3 days. That's why I was looking at it. But I know it supports a charity, but a lot of the games I'm probably not going to play. So it's more along the lines of I'm getting like the external shit. You know, I might play like the Metro game that's in there, but beyond that, a lot of the games aren't exactly my.
Starfinder.
Yeah, I've read all of the boys.
Yeah,
I read it all on Comixology or whatever.
It's way too fucking retarded.
I rather enjoyed the comic, and it's way darker than the show. That's why I liked it.
No, of course you do. You have a hard on for Berserk.
Because that's the greatest. What do you call that kind of art style? Is it manga, right? That's what it's called?
Manga? Yeah.
There you go. That. It's that.
People were trying to cancel Berserk not too long ago, like this past week or so.
Eat it.
Why?
Yeah,
Eat
they always
big
do.
old
What do you,
dick.
what do you mean?
People discovered Berserk and how
Eat
it treats the women. And
My
how it
big
Yeah.
old dick.
Oh,
And it was
poor
mostly- it
fucking
was mostly-
babies.
Yeah,
Eat
just
mostly-
don't
my
read it.
big old
I
dick.
don't.
It's
I don't know what to tell you. Just don't read
it's
it.
a piece of fiction. Get over yourself.
Oh, they were.
I don't like how he messes with that fairy bitch.
Listen. If you hate Berserk, you also have to hate the Titanic. Cause
What?
Okay. Oh, okay. We're trying to link these two.
the movie
Hear this.
is like a fucking 90-year-old woman's flashback of that one time a homeless guy fucked her on a cruise ship. Rather
That is kinda what it is.
on her deathbed, rather than remembering her children, her grandchildren, her husband of like the last 80 years, her great grandchildren. What is her last fucking public memory? That one time the homeless guy fucked her.
That one time at band camp.
That one time.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one
but,
time.
A
well,
little morally gray, don't we think?
I still think Berserk is a lot more fucked than the Titanic.
Absolutely it is. But also that door was big enough for two people. She murdered him.
She totally did.
She murdered him.
She did.
You think about it, she was oh god damn it, what was that woman?
She didn't want people to know.
Hold
that
on,
she
hold on,
was
I got
a
it.
homeless dude.
Fair, yeah. I know her name. Never mind, I don't have to. There was a serial killer in Florida in like the 80s or 90s or whatever the fuck it was, called Eileen Wuornos, and she was like a prostitute. She would get picked up by truckers and then like murder the truckers.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
her
know
name was
exactly who
Eileen
you're fucking
Wuornos.
talking about.
The law
Yeah.
wizard.
That woman, first Eileen Wuornos. You cannot
Yeah.
change my mind.
Like I
They
said,
should've took the Titanic.
the Gainesville slasher guy.
Yeah,
Just
so
goes to
I went
his-
down, I went and talked to my dad about that, and he's like, "Yeah, me and your uncle went out and tried to kill him." And I was like, "What?" And he's
The
like, "Yeah, we
Gainesville
tried to
slasher
hunt
dude?
him down, but nobody could find him."
Yeah, he was stalking my aunt.
Yeah, he was stalking a woman that I think my uncle had the hots for when they were in like college together.
Oh yeah.
I think my uncle, if I remember right, went to Santa Fe, and then the woman went to UF at the time.
There's a lot of
And-
wackos in Florida, man.
There are, and so the Gainesville slasher title wasn't what they called him at the time. They just called him by his name when they found out who it was. But like
Yeah.
none of the news articles from the period ever called him the Gainesville slasher. And then
I mean,
like Scream, the Scream character is actually based on him because he the thing is he wore a mask made of other people's skin, which was kind of weird. He wore a funny mask at
he's
first,
not
and then when he killed somebody.
What do you?
Oh fuck, that's right. That's Ed Gein. I'm sorry. No, he wore
Yeah,
he
Ed Gein.
wore a funny mask, but it wasn't like the Scream mask. That's an utter like what they call it, like an exaggeration. Anyway, it wasn't this
Yeah,
big
it's an
long fucking
exaggeration.
fake ghost mask. It's very very roughly loosely based on him. What I mean.
The costume's just an old
He
ghost
did
costume from fucking like
the
the
one
60s
thing
or something.
that my dad vividly remembers is it being on the news when he was younger, when he was like fucking 18 or 19, whenever the shit was happening. He remembers that he cut somebody's head off and put it on a DJ booth, like the spindle thing on a DJ table.
Mhm.
And when the cops came in, the head was just spinning on the DJ table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing he vividly remembers is like that was on the news.
I don't know. Like slashers and media are heavily romanticized as well.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like did Jeffrey Dahmer? People are like, oh, he didn't do anything wrong. He saw it. Fucking
There's groupies.
Sure.
Who's the guy who like put people under his fucking crawl space?
a lot of them. I don't know.
No, he like drilled holes into people's heads and shit and like poured acid in there to like experiment it on them. And
That was
John Wayne
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Gacy?
What's that?
John
Jeffrey
Wayne
Dahmer?
Gacy kidnapped
He's a clown,
kids
man.
It was
and-
like a bunch of
raped and
gay
murdered them.
guys, right?
Yeah,
John
but,
Wayne Gacy was like a clown guy.
yeah, but Jeffrey Dahmer is the one who would find
He was doing
prostitutes, and he tried to
experiments or
make a
whatever.
perfect sex doll, kinda.
Oh,
fucking
yep, that's
wacko.
right. He was trying to like numb them entirely of their personality or whatever. So they were still human, but
Yeah.
How did we get to this conversation? Our 15 minutes
You
is
brought
up.
up a serial killer. I don't know. You were talking about Titanic.
Our 15 minutes is up.
That's right. We're talking about Berserk, and then you went like, if you hate Berserk, you should hate Titanic.
Because you should. It is morally gray.
I hate Titanic anyway. It's just a fucking boring movie.
James Cameron's a bad director. You can't change my mind.
It's true.
And Tarantino's heavily hilarious for no reason.
Except for Kill Bill. Those were terrible.
Yeah, but you know.
I never saw him.
Don't waste your time.
Movie.
Pulp Fiction is the worst fucking movie. Don't ever say that.
Oh, no, shut
it's
up.
worse than Citizen Kane.
It has such a cult following that I'm scared to watch it.
Pulp Fiction's not terrible.
When I tell you when you watch it, you're gonna be like,
it jumps around, but that's how the movie is.
Right. Yeah, that directing style is not a problem. I can understand that.
Taxi Driver 2 is a pretty good movie as well.
Taxi Driver wasn't bad, but I think that fucking I don't understand the cult following behind Pulp Fiction at all. It's just not a good movie.
It's Samuel L. Jackson. That's the only reason. Come on.
And John Travolta and Uma Thurman, sure, but like that's it.
It's a funny fucking movie.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's fucking stupid. I think it was a terrible movie.
No wonder you compare Titanic to Berserk.
Anyway, D&D.
Right. Yeah. D&D. We're doing things. So we're going to start with Alador and his race. Alador, you are presented with 5 large mugs, like what do you call them? Not flasks. Flagons? Flagons. That's not right. That's
pints.
No, these are bigger than pints. These are large. Let's call them mugs. They're large mugs. There was a word that I was like tankard. That's the word. Large tankards full of an ale you're not particularly familiar with. When you smell it, it is strong.
Oh no.
It is strong ale. Now they do tell you to do like invest in the race. You do have to drop you drop a gold as an entrance fee. It's gonna be the same thing for everybody except for Irons. It's gonna be different. You drop a gold as your entrance fee. You pay the gold to the sleazy but well dressed, better looking of the group, but still not appealing. Lockswaddle. He's never told you his name, so you don't know it, so I'm not gonna bring it up. But he gives this like dramatic speech, and it's very much along the lines of, whoever wins this is the fastest on the island. This is such an achievement to be the fastest on the island. You get to hold this title for a whole year until we have this event next year. It is very like dramatized and a lot of hand gestures, and he's trying to like involve people in his speech. And he's like, do you remember who won 2 years ago? You know, he's asking people stupid ass questions. They're all like, what? No, run. But everybody pays their gold entrance fee, and there are 3 of you in the race. Let me grab some D20. 20. Okay. Okay. So you all take your drinks. So you're gonna make a what the hell is it? Constitution check at disadvantage. Because you're drinking 5 drinks, one after the other, right? So you're gonna make 2 Constitution checks. Oh no, you're gonna make 1 every turn essentially. So you make 1 now. Well, yeah, it's gonna be Constitution saves. But before you do your con saves, you need to make a initiative roll to see how quick you're getting these down.
8.
Okay. So just in passing, you do notice that these other ones are getting them down quite faster than you. There is a dwarf, and there is a dwarf, and there is a rather thick, fat, chubby human. I don't know how to better describe him. The human is tan-skinned, no hair, bald on top, big fluffy grayish white beard, older gentleman. And the dwarf is a woman. She is, you know, just over 4 feet tall, but like very thick and muscular. And when I mean thick and muscular, I mean like rippling neck muscles. She is fucking shredded from the neck down. Her hair is pulled back in a very tight bun. She has blondish hair. You know, kind of blondish, strawberry blondish, you know what I mean? Like it's got little patches of red here and there, but it's mostly blonde. And then you do notice that they're pouring these drinks back quite a bit faster than you are. So go ahead and make me your Constitution check for the first turn. Constitution save at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Please tell me it's a 1.
No, it's a 9.
A 9? Okay. At disadvantage, yeah. All right, with a 9, I'll tell you. Actually, both of them got 15. I'm trying to see if I can find the 13 anywhere else on the die. Okay, so it's 15. One got a 15, one got a 13. Is their lower rolls. Meaning that they're managing to hold their alcohol, and you can feel it like bubbling.
Oh no.
Like it's very strong, so when you drink it, it's sweet. It's very nice to drink, but as soon as it hits the back of your throat, it's like fire. When it goes down, it is hot in your chest, and your stomach is bubbling. So go ahead, make, I don't know, what do I call this? I guess a athletics check, but because you rolled under a 10 for this round,
Disadvantage.
it's going to be disadvantage on an athletics check. 10 and 21. Damn. Okay, so hang on. Athletics. So even though this human is like very thick and like essentially Santa Claus without the costume looking, but very tan,
He took the fuck out.
he actually rolls a natural 1.
Oh, thank God.
Takes a step into some mud, trips and fucking face plants. Essentially, next turn, he's not going to lose the turn, but he's going to be the very last one to go in next turn. So the dwarf finishes her ale and books it with an 18. He makes quite a bit of distance on you, right? So you're going to have 3 turns. Essentially, it's who's going to get the farthest, or you're going to fucking fall over and vomit. Next turn rolls around, roll your Constitution checks. So you're negative. At disadvantage, sorry.
I'm dying, dude. I am fucking dying. I got a 5, dude.
After those first like few gallops, your stomach is fucking roiling.
Holy shit.
The one who's on the ground rolls a natural 1 again. And immediately vomits. He's out. He's fucked. Immediately vomits. But the dwarven woman rolls a natural 2 and doesn't do much better. She's holding it in, but you can see like that initial sprint took that shit out of her. She is sick. She isn't like her face is turning green. She is in a rough fucking way. So make your athletics check at disadvantage. And the fucking he's out, so I'm not even roll dice again.
Oh no.
What is going on with your fucking dice? I know it's D&D Beyond, but holy shit. With a 6, you managed to actually catch up and pass her. She is looking very, very ill. So she probably stops and like kind of doubles over to try and catch herself and stop herself from vomiting. But when she looks up at you as you pass, you can see like fucking focus. She saw steadies herself, kind of gets her shit together, stands back up, and takes off running again. Go ahead and make your third and final Constitution save.
Baby. 10. A 10. I got
Okay.
a 10 and 18.
She rolls the exact same thing as you. So with a 10, you've managed to kind of control the stomach issue a little bit. The forcing yourself to be sick by running after drinking so much alcohol. You've managed to kind of steady it. So go ahead and roll your athletics check, not at disadvantage, just one roll. It's wide ass open as hard as you can go. With the dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You pull away.
Let's fucking go.
And I rolled a 12 for her. So you pull away, and she eventually doubles over, falls on the floor, vomits, and you win. You turn around, you come back. Lockswaddle grabs your hand, but can't like raise it because he's short. So he's got his hand way up in the air, and yours is like, okay. You know, he's got you by the hand, and he's trying to like raise your hand, but you're so fucking tall. Like, what the hell's he gonna do? The back of your horse is like 6 feet, so like your fucking human part is like barely touches the bottom of that.
Oh my god.
Oh
man.
So very much he's got like your hand, and it's like by the wrist, and it's like this is like his cheering for you. It's like, yeah, the winner, yeah. Fastest man in Grisfolia. And he kind of looks at you. He's like, fastest horseman in Grisfolia. And everybody, you know, the crowd roars. Everybody's excited for you, and you are given you're given 10 gold and free drinks for the night at Crimson Root. You're also pretty fucked up right now.
Is it just for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You won.
Get a drink and just give it to someone else, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Y'all are gonna fuck with Eloise like that? Her bar, bro.
Yeah, but he's basically drinking it.
Is he though?
It's not like I'm order like 10 drinks and be like,
hey man,
and just give them.
he ordered it.
Next, we move on to Thimble. Thimble, you've just watched your fucking half horseman run his ass really fucking fast, and all of a sudden Daya like tries to get everybody there. She's like, okay, everybody, tonight today we're gonna do the punch drunk competition. And she explains the rules. Essentially you're going to do, it's pretty similar rule aspect to what he just did. You're gonna drink, you're gonna take your shot of hard alcohol, you're gonna do a con save, and you're gonna try and stable yourself from not throwing up, because it's the same kind of liquor he just drank. It's very strong, but he just drank fucking 5 tankards of it. You have to drink like half a keg. It's a lot of fucking ale.
Are you trying to poison her? Jeez.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Perhaps.
Maybe. You roll your con save.
She got drunk off of spiked milk. Okay.
It is true. She did get drunk off. I forgot.
Oh,
This is gonna be great.
Purple negative.
That being said, yeah, you can crit a neg. No, it doesn't work that way. You can just be 10 under the DC, and then no, I'm kidding. That is how it works in Pathfinder, but that's not how I'm gonna work here.
I'm sensitive.
So there are 3 other people with you, right? 3 other individuals. One of them is a tiefling.
Okay, I got this.
Another, a dwarf.
Fuck.
And another, it's a human, but they have this, you catch this glimpse of like a reddish glow under their hair.
I don't know what that is. Genasi? Maybe? No, probably not.
Roll me a history check, but probably do a disadvantage because of like the things that have happened in your history. Like you only remember
Are you fucking
fragment.
kidding me?
You roll a 20 and a 1. Please tell me it's 20 and a 1.
I'm gonna kill myself. What's the second one?
Oh, no.
Okay, that's still not bad.
What
A
is it?
16.
A 16? Yeah, at some point along the way, you know, whether it was in a bar or it was somewhere else, you've witnessed these humans have elemental abilities to them, and you do recognize that this might be a fire genasi.
Hey, my guess was right.
Um,
I'm gonna get
but
fucked up.
you also, with your history check and your innate knowledge, you can tell that they're definitely keeping that muted.
Mm-hmm.
They're not letting it like just flare up and be bright. They're keeping it very, very dim.
Right.
Okay. So, everybody, you know, Dia raises a hand, slams it down on the table, and says, "Drink." Everybody rolls their con saves.
Okay. No! An 8.
No.
Okay. So to be clear, it's you versus the tiefling, and
Okay.
it's the dwarf versus the fire genasi.
Okay.
Tiefling rolls a natural 1. On its con save, meaning on its athletics check, you're gonna have advantage.
Fuck yeah.
And it's gonna be, you both take your shots, and you could see, oh fuck, like that was a lot stronger than they thought it was gonna be, and even then, you're still not doing great with it. This is something is different from this and the milk they gave you the other day.
This
Something
one don't
here.
taste right. It don't taste very good.
Why is my throat on fire? Why can't I feel my lips?
I don't like
Do goats
this.
have lips? They have lips, right?
Go-
No, you have a human-esque face. You're a satyr. Yeah, you have lips.
Stop. Okay, athletics at advantage.
Yes, athletics at advantage. So, right, this one.
Did both roll or just one?
I just got one I'm looking at right here.
Okay.
I got a con save and then one athletics check.
Go, roll. Give me something good. Oh, no! God damn it!
What is it's
12.
okay. It's 12.
12. It was teetering on 16.
Well, he rolled a 4. So when you take a swing at each other, well, how do we want to do this?
In.
Right, yeah. So, definitely wasn't prepared for the headbutt because the rules were explained as punch drunk. Caught him off guard. Sent him reeling backwards off the stage. Falls backwards into the crowd. Pukes all over the ground.
She got him in the gut.
No.
You know she had to do it to him.
The question is, I was going to say, did you hit him in the gut, or because you're supposed to hit him in the face? That's the whole like premise of the thing.
I absolutely hit him in the gut.
Okay.
I can't. I'm very short.
Dia is pretty. Yeah, I mean, tieflings aren't known for that. I mean, they're probably like 5'8". They're not known for being like 6'9" or something.
Yeah.
But sure, yeah, you kind of get a little rear down and you fucking ram your horned head into his stomach, and probably tears some of his really fine, ornate, colorful clothes. Falls down in the mud. They're all covered in dirty shit now. Pukes all over himself. And people like reach down to pick him up and try and make sure he's okay, give him some water, try and ride him, but you win this round.
Yes.
Next to you, you have the what are they? The dwarf and the genasi. As far as anybody else has noticed, they're just a dwarf and a human. The dwarf rolled a 19 for con save, right? That's 19 with the modifier. And the human rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit.
So they're both their athletics checks are going to be at advantage on each other. I mean, they're both really good. I feel like they both should get advantage. And with the punches, the dwarf actually wins. Dwarf rolls natural 18 for a 21 for an athletics check. and the human rolls a 17 for a 19 for an athletics check. So when they go and punch each other, both of them hit. A human fucking flatlines, falls to the ground, not dead, but like just bam, hits the ground unconscious.
Perished.
The dwarf hit him hard. Teeth fucking fell out, and when he falls, you can see the hair. Just you notice the hair, and then deignite. Like it caught for a second and then blacked out.
Yeah.
And you're like, a little bit of you, like that alcohol's starting to hit, and you're like, what is in this drink? But the next round comes up, the finale round, and it is you versus the dwarf.
Nice. Okay.
Roll your con save.
I'm scared. I'm scared, Dad. Wait. I'm scared.
It's loading. What is it?
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Dad, please. Have mercy.
Touch me their souls.
With a natural 12 being a 14 for their con save. Compared to your 2, they're going to get advantage. You're going to get a straight roll on their athletics check. This alcohol is hitting you hard. You are getting woozy. You are leaning in the wrong direction.
Okay, I'm scared. I don't want to look. Did it roll? Oh, it sounds like it's rolling.
Oh, it's rolling.
I'm scared. I'm scared. What is it?
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
All right.
Yes!
Natural 20 plus 4. You and this dwarf, the dwarf is actually shorter than you, probably 4.5 feet tall. Taller than the one that was in the race with Alador.
So I definitely go for the face this
But
time.
it is a dwarven male. You know, he's wearing very, not necessarily nice clothes, but like he is presenting himself for an outing. You know, he made effort. You know, he's probably got some really nice little things pulled into his beard, little metallic accents in his beard, hair braided very finely in the back. I rolled 2 natural ones. Side by side.
I killed this man.
Ones.
I fucking killed this man.
So go ahead and roll damage on your. Well, it's an improvised strike, right? So it's what your strength modifier times 2.
Since I'm ramming into him, would I get my ram damage?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's doubled. Well, the dice is doubled, so it's 2d4. So we'll just roll another d4.
Oh no.
This man is gonna die. Okay, roll please. Roll please.
Nope, we're gonna drop the 3 out of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 8.
8 total?
8 total.
The noise that the noise when the rest of you who can see on stage, Thimble, in her very fine dress, rears back and fucking slaps the shit out of this shorter than her dwarf. The noise that fucking it sounds like a rock slide. Just when her fucking head hits his. Again, really shook that he just got headbutted. Blinks and fucking just collapses into nothing. Opens his eyes after he hits the ground, stands up, grabs your hand, throws it in the fucking air, and screams.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Everyone fucking buck wild. It is... I'm sure there's some fucking, like, Girls Gone Wild shit. Somebody showing you their boobs over here.
Oh, hell yeah!
Beads are getting thrown.
She's into girls.
Beads are getting thrown. All kind of shit is going on right now. People are kiss my kid. All fucking. That was wild. Man's got one hit point. Man's got one hit point.
I want to grab his hand.
You ain't never
get
seen the
my
people be
hand-
like, sign my baby's head or kiss my baby's head or some shit like that? That's what's happening.
Oh, you just said kiss my baby, bro.
Right. The fucking,
Kiss
like,
my kid.
presenting the child to the fucking hero.
Okay,
So
I want
some
to like.
You weird.
get-
Why is everything gotta be fucking weird with you, Nick?
You're the one who said it.
Yeah. And everybody
like-
else knew what I meant.
I want to grab this guy's hand, right?
Yeah,
And
no,
with
he's
my-
got you up in the air right now.
With my last spell slot, I want to high five it and give him a cure wound.
Oh, sure.
Heal
Yeah.
this man.
Sure. Go ahead. Roll your heal.
Fight starts again.
He gets 4 hit points back.
Okay. He's up to just about half health. You left him with only 1 hit point, so that's why it knocked him down and like he blinked for a second and then got back up and everybody fucking screamed.
I'm so happy I didn't kill this man.
Daya is like got you by the other hand, and they're you got dwarves on both sides of you. Everybody's losing their shit.
Oh,
and
fuck
and
yeah.
Daya in her like typical fucking nonchalant just fucking bland. There's no, I don't know, drama to her voice, I guess.
Mhm.
She's just like in the winner's thimble. Right, fucking like there's no drama to her voice at all. She's very
Right.
very bland. But also very tough.
Mhm.
And everybody, it is a fucking event. Everybody's losing their shit now. Not only, well, I guess they don't necessarily know that yet, but you guys are quickly becoming folk heroes among these fucking people just by winning their fair events.
Mhm.
Now we come to who's next? Was it Yorni or was it Ian? No, one of you rolled a natural one. Who rolled a natural one?
Ian rolled a natural.
Okay,
one.
so we're gonna go to Yornir on the Dragon's Revenge, which is essentially like fire breathing competition. There is only one other person that enters, right? And this is it's a woman who you notice looks roll me a perception check real quick.
Alrighty.
Let me see if you notice.
Uh, 19.
Yeah, with the 19, you notice the flicker in the hair of the person that is with Thimble's group, and you notice that this woman's hair does the same thing. Based on your upbringing, I don't think you would know any fire genasi. But you might have heard of people that have like innate elemental skill. Yeah. You ballpark that they're probably the same, or from the same place. Maybe they have the same ability. So she's on stage and she's beautiful, by the way. I'm drop dead gorgeous, beautiful tied back, maybe not even tied back, just long flowing hair. And underneath the hair, you notice little flickers of light. And you notice them as firelight, because you're fucking fire dragon. You would notice what fire looks like. And even in her eyes, like behind the pupil almost, you see little flickers of light here and there, where it's almost like one light gets a little brighter and then dims, then another light, maybe both of them, every now and then. And she looks at you and smiles and says, "Good luck."
I outreach my hand and say, "Good luck to you as well."
She takes it and shakes it as a good camaraderous person does. And Eloise stands in front of you, the halfling, and she says, "All right, here's the game. You take some alcohol, you put it in your mouth, you hold the torch, blow fire. Whoever shoots it the farthest and the louder the crowd, the winner." Easy enough. She looks at you both. The fire genasi nods. You nod. And she says, "Okay, here's your bottles. You have 3 rounds. Whoever wins out of 3 rounds, best of 3, whoever has the highest cheering of the crowd, which is essentially just going to be you rolling how big it is, and then it'll be advantage, disadvantage, basically, on a highest d20 roll. You know, if you, I put this in dice terms, you're gonna roll to blow the fire, right? To how well you blow the fire, and then that's gonna be advantage or disadvantage on the crowd cheer, right? And then the crowd cheer is gonna decide who wins the round. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So it's gonna be one roll to blow the fire, advantage or disadvantage. It's not gonna be a straight roll. It'll just be advantage or disadvantage on the actual crowd cheer.
Is it just a normal flat out d20 rolls?
The thing is, you're both fire beings, so if I gave you an ability, like I would have to give her the ability too, you know what I mean? So I feel like just a d20 roll evens it out for us.
Okay.
Okay. That way, like, I don't have to, like, justify we both get +4. Like, what the fuck's the point of us both getting it? We might as well just roll a dice.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna roll my clear one for whatever reason.
Nat 20.
That's what you rolled?
No, I was just saying, like, that's what you're gonna get.
I rolled an 8.
8. So I'm gonna roll.
Yep. Roll your d20.
Come on, homie.
10.
Well, 10. Okay, yeah. So you both take a swig of this alcohol. You pick the torch up and blow the big fire burst out. And because your roll is higher, you're gonna get advantage on your roll. Right. For your crowd cheers. So roll 2 more d20s for me.
15's the highest one.
15's the highest? Okay, well, that's I'm only rolling 1. Fuck, hang on, let me reroll. With another 8. With your 15, your side of the, you know, Eloise comes up and she's like, and who thinks this woman's fire was better? And you get some, yeah, fucking, she's gorgeous, and then yours all of a sudden fucking people are fucking losing it. Essentially twice as many people. Your roll is twice as high. Say twice as many people. Scream for you. You know, they're giving you the cheer, and you end up winning the round. We move on to round 2. Go ahead and roll your d20 for the fire check.
Oh, 11.
Okay. She rolled 13, so this time she's going to have the advantage. Yours is just going to be a straight roll.
Okay.
Roll your d20s for the fire. You both bow back, you take your drinks, and you blow your big monster flames.
Nat 20.
Yeah, with a natural 20. God damn it. With a natural 20, she only rolls a 10. We'll say just for shits and giggles, you ignite your fucking innate throat fire ability for flair of the story. And even when you pull the torch down, you just keep emitting fire right from your mouth, and you blow it clean over the crowd, and it like warms the air over these people. And people are like freaking the fuck out that you have this ability. Yes, you're half dragon, you appear to be half dragon, but to see you just belch red billowing flame from your red like vibrant flame, and have smoke kind of billowing out of you a little here and there. It is a sight to behold, and none of you have seen him use this ability.
I have.
When did you do it?
Against that hag. I accidentally hit the...
You did. Okay,
yeah.
So the rest of you, this is the second time you guys have seen the ability. Sorry. I totally forgot you'd use that shit. I was going to make this big dramatic fucking thing the first time the whole group's seen it. But you guys see him belch this flame, and it is this massive, you know, was it 15-foot cone, I think? Or a 30-foot straight line, I think is the other option.
No, it's a cone. Straight
just
line
a cone?
is for lightning.
Oh, that's right, it's lightning. So you guys see him belch this, blow this big umbrella of fire off of him. And it is a sight to behold. It is just an amazing, wild thing. And even the fire genasi girl just kind of drops her torch and is like, what the fuck? And then Eloise runs up and grabs your hand while you still have the fire running out of your mouth and throws your hand in the air. I think we have a winner. You know, she's very excited. She's super happy. All of you are winning free drinks. It's kind of crazy. By the way, Thimble, because you won 10 gold. Yornir because you won 10 gold. But you did spend 1 to get in, so you're really only gaining 9 if you didn't take it out of your inventory yet. After that, while all this is going down, probably Ian, you're over by yourself with the the elderly man who's a little decrepit, kind of. He's an uglier guy. He's no Jason Momoa or handsome fella. He's a little haggard looking for sure. Definitely sea worn, you know. And he has this nice little table set up, and he has a bunch of kids around, and he's got 3 cups, and he has 1 ball, and it's a steel ball, metal ball. And you watch him a couple of times probably, so we'll say you get to see the premise of the thing. And you see him, he takes a gold from the kid, and then the kid tries to guess, and every time you've watched, the kid's messing up. Okay. Make me... Now, I know this is your first D&D campaign, so I want to make you aware of the things you can do. You can try and see if he's cheating. That's an insight check. You can actually just play the game, which is going to be... I want to say intelligence checks. I feel like it's more intelligence than wisdom. You can try and cheat yourself somehow. Maybe kick the table or something. Maybe that'd be a sleight of hand check. Yeah. Anything you come up with, anything you have an idea of, run it by me.
So.
And I'll think of a roll for it.
Okay, so for the first round, I am gonna check if he's cheating, just because.
Okay. So we'll say while you're watching him do it with the kids.
Yeah.
You want to see if he's cheating. So go ahead and make me a perception. I'm sorry, an insight check.
16.
Looks to be on the up and up.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll play around.
Okay. You walk up to him and he's, oh, hello. He's got his funny kind of Disney-esque voice, kind of high pitch in the middle and then carried out tones towards the end of what he speaks. Hello there. Typically this is a game for children, but if you'd like to play, I don't see why you couldn't.
Seems intriguing. I can give it a shot.
Okay, just a gold and we'll have a turn.
All right, gold.
Okay. You give him a gold, so you're down 1 gold piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think any of you need to be worried about 1 gold.
No, I think I have over 100 gold alone.
So what you need to do for this one is roll a, you're essentially going to roll a perception check. It's going to be intelligence, probably. It's going to be, no, I guess it would be perception.
It would be perception because I'm watching.
Yeah, you're trying to perceive which fucking ball it goes to, so yeah. So go ahead and make me a perception check based on against a roll that he's gonna make.
11.
Okay. So you're watching him do the shuffle back and forth. You're watching the ball, and all of a sudden you lose sight of it. And then he stops the cups. Says, "Okay, make your guess, boy." And you have left, middle, right.
Right.
He lifts the right cup. Not there. He grabs the middle cup, lifts it. Not there. He reaches over and picks up the left cup. There's the ball.
This is really hard without being able to actually see it.
It's based on your rolls.
Yeah.
And he puts all the cups back down and he says, "Here we go again."
I'll take one more chance.
Takes your gold again. Starts to shuffle back and forth. Go ahead and make your perception check.
I've lost the fuck out of that ball.
Yeah, after like the third movement of back and forth of the cups, you blink for a second, and you lose it. You lose which cup it was in. And he's shifting, and he's shifting, and he's shifting, and he's shifting, and he's shifting. Can't find it. You got a guess? Right, middle, left.
Middle cup.
Oh, hang on. You know what? Pick a number. How do I want to do this? Do you want to roll to guess, or do you just want to pick a side?
I'll just pick a side.
Okay. Okay.
What we're already doing.
So what'd you say? You said the right side?
I said middle.
Middle? He lifts the middle one? There's the ball.
Let's go.
He takes 5 gold, slides it across the table to you. Good eyes, boy. Gotta test your luck again.
I think I'll call it at a dead even.
Okay.
Let the kids get back to playing.
I'll be here for the day. And he goes right back to entertaining the kids, taking a gold here and there. And you can see that roll me one more insight check as you go to leave.
Alright. Seven.
Good. Seems like a nice guy. Seems like he's on the up and up. He's good at what he does.
Looks like he's been doing it a lot of years.
Maybe every year at the Bloom, yeah. But that kind of brings your fair events to a close. The concert rolls in, music is played. It is good music. It's kind of folky. You know, most of you are from cities. You don't get to experience a lot of what would essentially be like bluegrass music in comparison to the shit you're used to. It's a little countryer, folkier than you're used to. And you know, after enough drinks, you're all enjoying yourself, we'll say, maybe. Alador, Thimble, and Yornir all drink for free this evening. Because you guys won your events. And Ian, because your event was kind of put on by a private person, not a...
Event.
Right, it wasn't an event of the Bloom necessarily, it was just like a private guy doing a trick for people. That's why you don't get free drinks for the night. But even then, out of all, if you decide to drink for the night,
Usually it's one and done, so I'm probably not.
okay. I was gonna say, I mean, you could drink, but you don't have to.
I mean, I got absolutely sloggered on a sip of spiked milk.
Yeah. Only the dice can tell, homie. You could roll 10 natural 20s in a row, or you could roll 10 natural 1s in a row. You never know.
Yeah, with how my luck is,
It's statistically improbable, though not impossible. But that being said, you guys enjoy yourselves for... Okay. Yeah, so you spend another, I don't know, we'll call it 5 silver on a drink. Nothing crazy. You buy a good... some more of that elven wine that you liked previously from Eloise.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are celebrated as these, like, winners of these awards. They give you, not necessarily trophies, but the, you know, cheers in your name and things like that. And your drinks are the rewards, essentially. Like, you get to go fucking absolutely balls to the walls if you want to, or you could have 2 drinks and call it a night. But the Lady of the Keep is very much, like, cheering for you. Her blind daughter's facing the wrong direction and cheering.
Can I walk? I'm allowed over there, right? Can I kind of face her the right direction?
Yeah, you can do that. You could walk up behind her and turn her and face the direction. But let me say, if somebody wants to draw a crowd where Thimble is like headbutting a dwarf and he falls unconscious, and there's just a blind girl facing the wrong direction cheering, I'd be super for that. If somebody wants to draw that, I think that would be
Draw that crowd.
hilarious. It would be hilarious.
That would be great.
Do I like making fun of blind people? Yes. Why? They don't pay taxes and they deserve it.
What?
Blind people don't pay taxes. You didn't know that?
Dude, if you're 100% disabled,
Unfair.
blind is you don't pay taxes.
You don't drive.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine you probably have to pay like a house tax, and you pay like tax on shit you buy, but you don't pay yearly taxes. From what I've been told, that is the thing. Never actually looked it up, but I was told by a blind person that's a thing. They could have been fucking with me. I don't know.
I think they're
It's
probably
very
fucking with you.
possible they were fucking with me.
They were-
They're like, hey JJ, I'm blind. I don't
Well,
pay
actually,
taxes.
in a lot of states, if you're considered 100% disabled, you don't pay state tax. Being blind does make you 100% disabled.
Yeah, it's 100% disability.
So, like,
Anyway,
Oklahoma doesn't pay any state
100% this girl facing the wrong direction. Yeah. Woo! She gets turned to face the right direction. No, wait, let me do that the right way. Yeah, woo! And then gets turned. Ian just like scoots her over this way. She's blind as shit, has no fucking idea. Eyes are all glazed over and white. And yeah, I mean, even the guards are having a good time. They're having not drinking heavily, but they're having an ale here and there as they keep an eye on the lady of the keep, and she's very much like in the crowd and being accepted by the people. And Alador is probably the only one that notices this. The people seemed surprised that she is out with them.
I think I know what you mean. I know what you mean now.
So, as night begins to fall, the party rages on, cheering, music, drinking, more events here and there, but nothing crazy anyway. Nothing as fun as what you guys endeavored through. We bring the night to, I'm sorry, we bring on the night is what I want to say. The sun sets as it's setting in the end of the sky. You know, the red semicircle that I'm looking for. Yeah. Reddish semicircle sits on the horizon. And you can see Selune, the moon, in her tears, arcing into the sky. Completely over the horizon on the opposite side of the sky now. And brightly shining a light over everything anyway. As the sun begins to set, the sky is reddish, orange, pinks. It's very much a I know some of you haven't witnessed it, but a west coast of Florida sunset is gorgeous. You get like these cotton candy pinks, and you get these bright, vivid reds and some purples here and there. It is very much like, as the sun begins to set, it is a beautiful amalgamation of the rainbow. She gathers her daughters, steps up on stage with Eloise, who is partying and drinking and cheering, and Daya stands up there with her as well. And she looks to you four and waves you up. And about this point, a well-dressed Augustus and a well-dressed Sota enter the crowd. You can see them tall enough to where you can see them over most of the... You can see Sota fucking like a giant over most of these people. And Augustus follows closely behind her. Her sword on her back. Him still wearing his gauntlets, even though he's very well dressed. His shirt's got those tufted pirate-looking fucking sleeves down at the end where they have like the big fluff down at the end. And he's got a nice vest on. He's not wearing any armor underneath. It doesn't appear to be anyway. His hair looks clean for the first time since you've met him since last night when you did meet him. But he looked very like, not like a hobo, just like a guy who hadn't bathed in a few days. He'd been camping, kind of maybe. Greasy-ish hair, but he looks clean, very well kept. His beard seems to be edged and lined up properly. He looks presentable. Sota looks the exact same. Didn't put on no fucking clothes. Like, what she was wearing is what she is wearing. And she is very much still strutting her shit no matter what. She is approaching 7 feet tall and knows it. So when she cuts a hole through the crowd, she approaches you guys, hits you with that Transylvanian accent that I can't do. She's not here, so I'm not gonna fake it. We had some things to attend to, essentially, what she tells you, and then Augustus steps around her and says, yes, there's a few things for the Lady of the Keep to prepare for the reacclimation to power. And he talks about a few things he had to do with his family. He had to write some things with his family. Because if you remember right, Sota did just chop his fucking brother in half like a couple hours ago. So he is now the only the last remaining of his bloodline. He is the last remaining Crawford in his generation. His parents are still alive, but both of his brothers are dead. Which he explained to you guys about his brother. I want to say it was his elder brother. I think he was the middle kid. I don't remember from his backstory, but him and his twin had been in a fight. His brother died, and then Sota just killed his younger brother. Just so everybody understands the timeline here. So she steps on the stage. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Sota, but the Lady of the Keep, Lady Aurelia, steps on the stage. Stands in front of the crowd of people as they're all kind of cheering and having a good time and partying. The music sort of dies down. As the moon begins to rise, she kind of raises her hands in a very like nonchalant way, not like way over her head, like screaming at people to stop. She just kind of raises her hands calmly, and everybody slowly, the voices taper down into nothingness, and everybody kind of looks up at her. And she looks at you six and waves you up on stage. Come.
Hell yeah.
Thimble rushes
Thimble's
upstairs, trips up the
Thimble's
stairs
like-
because she's mad drunk. No.
She's 1 keg and 4 milks in. She's fucking on it.
Oh my god.
I'm 7 pineapple juices in, and I'm high on life.
Everybody approaches the stage. Ian, do you go on stage?
Sure. why not?
She is beckoning you on stage. I just want to see if you go on stage.
Yep.
I
okay.
go on stage.
So she looks out and she says, on this day of the bloom, I make this offering to Selune, as those before us have always done. It was the tradition of our Dryadic ancestors, my Dryadic ancestors, speaking of her. May she shine on our darkest nights, guide us on our harrowing journeys, and may her tears never be of sorrow. As we are nothing but thankful for the time we spend on Toril, I hope each of you's bloom is as joyous and filled with camaraderie as our last few hours have been. She says, tonight we also celebrate these 6 brave souls who, whether they intended to or not, freed us all from the control of the witch who has plagued our island since the death of my husband. Gasps through the fucking crowd. Everybody's like, what? Because, again, nobody fucking knew what's going on. She explains what had happened, and you can see the shock on some people's face. Some people have a realization, like, that makes so much sense. She gestures at each of you. She says, the dauntless Squire Yornir, the cunning Ian, the melodious Thimble, the unrelenting Sota, the unwavering Alidor, and the unbridled August. Their bravery and courage has freed us, and they shall be honored guests from this day henceforth. She pulls a daughter on both sides of her. A tear drops down her rosy makeup cheeks. She says, "This gift I offer to you now. This gift I offer to you now pales in comparison to the gift you've given me, my family, and us all." Two members of the Ashen Guard heft a decent-sized chest onto the creaking wooden stairs, and they stop near Yornir's feet, because he would say the first one up. You know what, let's say Thimble's feet, because she rushed up really fast. He unlatches it and reveals gold, gems, platinum, and silver. The likes of which you've only witnessed in the room, the storeroom, the treasure room you were previously in.
You previously raided.
We fucking raided this bitch's castle, and then she hands us more money.
She reaches down on top of the treasure that sits, pulls the dagger from on top of it, a beautiful ornate jeweled dagger, golden hilted, silver bladed, very highly polished, and she says, "In honor of those who came before us, we spill blood as the sacrifice demands." She slits her hand open and wipes it along the crimson root. She hands the blade to her daughters, slice their hands open, wipe it on the root. She takes the blade, cleans it, and then first, the elderly who remember this tradition from before Lord Eurylochus's death, got a funny fucking name, I don't care, shut up. Lady Aurelia had not done this since he died. This part of the tradition has been ignored for nearly 20 years. She had locked herself in the keep and had only come out on the last day of the bloom. But even then, she was kept 40 feet from anyone. You know, this is all extra information. Nobody's actually saying this part. But they kept people out of the range of it being distinguishable that she was wearing a disguise. And that was by the black snakes, like essentially kept a circle around her. That's how this would work. So the elderly who remember this tradition from before Lord Eurylochus's death follow suit. They draw a sword, draw a knife, draw a sword, draw an axe, whatever they're holding on them, slice into their hand, walk up, smear it on the root. The young and prideful quickly follow. The children are then escorted by their parents, and they follow suit. And lastly, other travelers and adventuring groups all come together and proceed to follow the tradition. You see Daya and Eloise make their marking, and for the first time, you see a male dwarf that looks very much like Daya, but he has a beard. Their faces are identical beyond the beard. His hair is braided on top and pulled back versus hers is braided entirely. It's almost in one big tight braid on hers, but his has tight braids around the sides that are restricting this long, flowing, crinkly looking hair he's got. And it's Din. It's the first time any of you have seen Din. The true Lady Aurelia turns to her saviors, smiles, gestures to the ash leaf's reddened root, and offers her brilliantly decorated dagger. Thimble, you're the first in line.
Shit! That looks like it hurts.
Yeah, you're gonna take 1 damage. It's not.
Thimble,
You're not gonna die.
takes it, but her hand's really shaky, and she's like,
You're also really drunk.
like right Here?
He's
right,
like,
right
yeah,
here?
here, trust us.
Oh. She like brushes the blade really lightly and it's like, oh, it hurts.
It is sharp and cuts deep.
God damn it!
You take 1 hit point of damage. All of the people that were in the events with you did the exact same thing. The fire genasies, the dwarves, the humans, the elves that are there. Everyone has done it. You are the last sticks. The guards even did it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get super AIDS, so.
No, bloodborne illness in this certain circumstance does not
We're about to
exist.
get super AIDS.
Jesus. No. You gotta ruin all my heartfelt shit, bro. I worked hard on this. Let me fucking have this story, god damn it.
Would they be upset if I cut my hand and just like strip it on the root? Is that disrespectful?
Everyone you've seen has cut their hand and smeared blood onto it.
Oh, look, around my neck.
Am I the only one who has no problem following suit? Is that how this is
No,
going?
I'm following suit. I just
Well, Thimble is first. In line, just so you guys know, it's Thimble, Sota, Ian, the Augustus, Yornir, Aldor.
At least I won't get AIDS from you guys. She hands off the knife and like smears her hand like trying to get kind of away from everyone else's blood.
Sure, yeah.
But like,
I mean, this is a root that's like 30 foot tall out of the ground. This is not.
Okay,
it's
cool.
not
She,
like fucking 6 inches tall. Remember, this tree is hundreds of feet high.
Yeah. Okay. She jumps and high fives the root, trying to get
And
the highest hand
as you
lift.
slide down, the blood smears downward. Sure, you can do that. You can do that absolutely.
Perfect.
She hands the blade to Sota. Sota quickly follows suit, just swipes her hand across it. She hands it to Ian.
I also follow suit quite quickly, just slice my hand and
Okay.
cover it and hand it to, I don't know.
Right, and so just so you know, like when you guys are passing this blade along, just so the story makes sense, you slice your hand, smear it, hand to the next person moves over to where you were, slices, smears. That way you're kind of like circling in a line right now. You're on a conveyor belt essentially.
Yeah.
You're gonna come back to where you were, but just so you know, you're getting closer to the lady as this happens. So one by one, everybody agrees, right? Yornir, you're doing it. Aldor, you're doing it.
I gotta heal myself first. I don't want to die.
What?
We can say over this period of time, you maybe took a short rest before you got hammered. Well, you actually didn't drink, actually. So yeah, you could have been taking a short rest for most of it, and you could have done a hit die.
Okay, so since I did a short rest, would my belt be a thing? Okay. Yeah. I'll cut my hand after I wipe it off, of course.
Sure, yeah. Smear it on the brand new shirt that you got. No, you probably have a you wipe it on the belt?
Yeah, why not? It's a fucking leather belt. There's
Sure,
like shit
you
on
can
it.
do that.
You can just
Yeah.
wipe it off.
Yeah, you wipe the blood off, you take it and you cut into your hand, wipe it on the rock. Or I'm sorry, wipe it on the root.
And then wipe my hand on my belt.
Sure, yeah, you can do that. All of you do have a open slit on your hands, to be clear. Alador, you go last, right? So one by one, our weary band of misfits takes the blade, slices their hands, and makes their blood offering. As the bloody handprints are left, the tree begins to bloom. Sun finally sets, moon rises further, the tears begin to shine their light, because they're comets that are chasing the moon, just so you know. They have these beautiful trails that accent after them. Where we at? The shimmering stars along the infinite darkness of space. They dim noticeably. A singular crepuscular ray shines down directly over Alador and Lady Aurelia. It forms into a cylinder and pushes back anyone that is within 10 feet of them.
Well,
I think
Alador's gonna have to get married. Like...
It is abrupt. It does not hurt you, but it forces you back. It's like you're just being pushed by an invisible force.
I think it's because he's a druid.
Um.
Oh, you're a dryad.
Well,
what did it
you're
say?
half dryad, half horse, but your class is a druid.
Is druid. Yes.
Right. You're a dryadic horse druid.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Still gonna change it to horseman druid because
that's fair.
Better ring. Where am I at? Hang on. I got this wrote down. Hang on. It causes no harm to anyone. It just startles you a bit because those of you that were close enough to him, you could, where in line you would have had, within 10 feet of you, you probably would have had Thimble and then Sota would be the next two, forced back. Right? So only thing in this circle is it's a 10 foot, I'm sorry, it'd be 20 feet because it's 10 feet off of either side of you. It's a 20-foot circle of moonlight. It is shining directly off of Selune. And everybody that was in it just pushed out, except for Alador and Lady Aurelia. Her daughters are forced back. The guards forced back. Their eyes go white. And there is no sound. For Alador,
yes,
the world stops. The rest of you pause. Your eyes go white, Alador. And you find yourself in an entirely white, never-ending space. As far as you can see, it is just glowing white. As you turn and turn, eventually you see Lady Aurelia. You approach her, and there's nothing around but her. She says, her mouth opens, right? It doesn't move when she speaks. The mouth just opens and a voice projects from it. Her eyes are white, her hands are at full extension, kind of almost possession-esque. I am she who guides. The troubles have returned. And tonight.
Goddamn. Another boss fight.
Because what a cliffhanger.
Yeah, not real.
But I wanted to pick
Cass,
a flower.
who is your deity?
This motherfucker's gonna get some special equipment.
Oh shit, I'll have to double check that one. I think that's the one thing we didn't talk about.
It's in your thing.
What?
It's in your thing.
Did I do it?
No, I did it.
Thank you.
What's the name? Do you want to tell the group what the name is?
My faith?
Yeah. Who is your faith to?
Selene.
And the words she spoke to you are, I am she who guides. The troubles have returned.
I need to put this in my notes.
I'm gonna be lost because I don't know the deities of this world.
You have one too.
Do I really?
It's your thing.
You said the troubles have returned?
The troubles have returned.
Oh shit. I just looked up the deity. It's chaotic good.
I don't know where to find the deity.
It's yours is you know what? I don't want to tell everybody. You can find out. It is in your description.
Okay. Holy shit, dude. Okay.
Hang on. I actually have to change yours. I wrote it, but I didn't. I guess I didn't hit enter when I wrote it in.
Oh, mine?
Yeah, refresh your page and then. Now,
Aha.
because the game is concluded, does anybody have any questions? Any
What's my belt?
comments? Anything you want to talk about? Okay, good question. Hang on, let me pull up the stats on it.
Because he said I took a short rest.
Yeah. Yep. Belt of Dwarven Kind.
No shit. Wait,
Oh fuck yeah.
that gives you strength.
Oh, yeah, my sword.
No,
It's a con increasement.
Oh, is it
no.
con?
Yeah.
only
it
if I'm a
get-
dwarf.
No.
That is
Not-
true.
Not a dwarf.
The dwarf is race specific.
It makes
It's-
me. I looked at it earlier.
Not actually.
He's gonna change it.
No,
You
there's a
don't
thing
have to
for-
be a dwarf to wear the belt
No,
of
you
Dwarven
don't.
Kind.
No, I know, but it doesn't give you constitution or whatever. It gives you advantage on poison.
While wearing this belt, you gain the following benefits. Your constitution and score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20. You have advantage on charisma checks, specifically persuasion, made to interact with solely dwarves.
Look at the bottom.
In addition, while attuned to the belt, you have a 50% chance each day of growing a full beard, if you're capable of growing one, which you're not because you have scales, or a possibly thicker one. Possibly thicker beard if you already have one. If you aren't a dwarf, you gain the following benefits. You still gain the other ones, but if you aren't a dwarf, you get these other abilities. You have advantage on saving throws against poison and your resistance against poison damage. You have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish. Those are extra abilities that dwarves already have. When you wear that belt, you then get those abilities as well. So you wear it, put it in your inventory, equip it, and then attune to it, and you'll get the ability to speak, read, and write Dwarvish. You already had dark vision of 60 feet, I think.
I had 30.
Okay, well it extends to 60. Your advantage on all that shit. It should automatically give you like the little markers for it to tell you what you get.
Would my deity from my...
Your deity is your faith, yes.
Okay, I thought we had already talked about
Right. None doesn't exactly fit. The one that you got fits you very well.
I'm reading it right now.
Any other questions? Any comments? Anything else you want to know?
A helmet.
Would I be able to read that?
Have you been wearing it?
I wore.
Well, you said you were gonna wear it
I
because
do
it's
have
lighter
one
when you
right
wear
here
it.
That has been on my side.
Hang on. You check the helmet?
Sure. Yeah.
It is the dread helm.
Oh, you fuck. Wait.
Goddamn.
Check.
Is that the?
Makes your eyes glow. That's it. That's all it does.
Let's go.
Better than the fucking cloak I got.
And, well, so it also hides the rest of your face in shadow while you wear it. So essentially, you're just two red glowing eyes and a helmet.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah.
The spear wasn't anything, right?
No.
The spear was just a spear.
The spear.
Okay. Or the necklace.
Were you wearing it? Or did you just have it shoved in your bag?
It's ornate, homie.
So you steal from this woman's shit and you're just gonna wear her jewelry out?
We wore the helmet.
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
right.
mean, I do have a brand new sword sticking off my side.
Yeah.
I don't think she.
It's been 20 years. She doesn't remember.
She probably doesn't remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can just say that we bought it from a fucking store and the fucking old hag bitch stole it.
It's the necklace of adaptation. Hang on, before the more time you spend with it, you notice that big green emerald has a green gaseous form inside of it moving. Nice. Not necessarily moving with intent, but there's like a gaseous glowing, yeah.
That's stank.
What about my sword that made no vibration whatsoever when she hit it?
Do you spend time and attempt to attune to the sword?
On my side, and I've probably had my hand on it while walking around, 'cause it's having a sword at my feet.
Okay.
But probably the extent of it, considering we've been walking around town.
I'll discuss it with you later.
Oh, I don't like
Oh
that.
no.
Hobo, what is your question?
I was gonna ask about my sword, but I think I might be too drunk to have attuned to that.
Why not? You can know.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that I'm the only one not allowed.
Hmm. So, here's the thing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna laugh at me.
I always laugh at you.
It's the
Oh, no.
gelatinous sword.
The what? The what now?
The gelatinous sword.
You got a Jello sword and you didn't realize what it was?
It's not necessarily jello, it's just when it takes hits, it absorbs them rather than, I don't know, than causing the vibration. Yeah, it absorbs all the impact, and that's why your sword didn't feel it. Partially.
Partially.
Yeah. You'll figure out what the other shit is later. No, well, the thing is, the sword. I'll discuss your sword with you privately.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that I want to share to the stream yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till we're done.
Right.
I have an idea.
Is this sword something I can find online? Or...
Your sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in. Oh, fuck! It's because my thing expired. I gotta renew my thing. I can add it to your thing. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Okay.
Campaigns. It might just be in a pack that I have that you don't have. I just have to reinitiate the open whatever it is, so I can give you all my shit.
Right.
The sharing, whatever it is. Sword.
Right.
There you go. It's in your equipment.
Thank you.
You might have to refresh your page for it again.
That's fine. Thank you.
What about my sword?
Which one?
The one that you said was
Right.
correct.
Got you.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hang on. I gotta remember the name of the sword. Gotta remember the fucking name of this kind of sword.
Is it a cutlass?
No. It's gonna have the stats of a scimitar. I might have to make a custom weapon. I can't remember the name of the kind of sword off the top of my head. Hang on. Drawing you what it looks like real quick. It's a +2 scimitar. I'll tell you what it looks like.
Oh, it's just a +2 scimitar.
Well, the bonus it's gonna give you is +2.
Oh, okay. Man, it seems like we all got cool swords except for Ben. You got like black. No, I figured that was gonna be something cool because you're waiting on revealing it.
I'm currently reading everything about my newfound faith. So.
This is the shape of your sword. Shit, hold on. This is the shape of the sword you get, Nick.
I know what that sword's
So it's
called,
scimitar based, and then it has the fucking hook down
like
at the
a
blade.
hook. Yeah,
Right.
okay,
I don't
I
remember
see
the
what you
name
mean.
of the sword off the top of my head, but that is the shape that it's gonna carry.
It was a sword used by an ancient civilization. civilization. I just can't remember which.
Scythians.
Yeah,
That's where we got the term scythe from. So before the scythe was a farming implement, it was a war implement. And this was well, I guess not necessarily before, but like coinciding with. And this was the war version of this. Essentially, you could spike into somebody's armor and then like slash down and cut into them with the spike part, or you could just maybe fuck, I don't know. Sounds right. No. Fuck, spell it.
HANKSHAR.
Yup, that's it. That's it, yep. That's the one. The thing that I was talking about.
Is that a light weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
off to bed. I
Alrighty.
have a flight tomorrow, so.
That's all
Good
right.
night.
Have a good day at work.
Fun playing.
Well, yeah, I was trying to make today more of a celebration because you guys had semi-beat the big boss, right?
It was a lot of fun.
A big boss.
Thank you.
We beat
Yeah.
the big boss at level 2.
See y'all not next week.
Sorta. You made a run.
I'll message
And not
you
necessarily.
about.
Whatever week you have to do. Yeah, you take off.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss next week, and then I'm gonna miss the end of
April, right?
yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
I'll keep you posted on all that.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
What a productive day of getting cool shit from a room that we're not supposed to be in.
Reading the description of my religion is a lot of information I now need to learn.
I mean, a lot of it is based on you being a criminal.
From the things that I have received today.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe.
The book.
Sort of important.
From reading so far, quite a bit important.
You remember what I said the book is called?
Yep, I do, because I just reread the name in the description.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
You remember what the disembodied, well, not necessarily disembodied, it had a body. The voice projecting from Lady Aurelia said?
Yep.
Yup. Really put 2 and 2 together. No.
That's not why. It's also got a lot of information on my religion itself.
Sure.
Or faith, or whatever the fuck. About my deity.
Yeah.
Why am I getting feet-related shit on TikTok?
Honestly, that's the least surprising thing that you said today.
I know I want to go to the second level of hell now.
Dis?
Seems like it'd be interesting.
Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
Other questions? All right. Fuck
Other
it.
than the descriptions of the other rings that I saw.
I can give you physical descriptions, but you would have to sit down and like attune to each one or cast the identify spell 8 times.
I meant because earlier I was like looking at the rings.
Right. Okay. Well, let me raid somebody real quick and I'll talk to you about it.
Oh yeah.
I don't have anybody online. Fuck. Greg. All right. Somebody who's not doing reruns.
I'm just waiting for him to hop over so he can tell me about my sword.
You're excited. You have a black blade. You're like, oh my god, it must be fucking insane.
All of my blades are black if you haven't realized it yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a long lost blade, brother.
All of my daggers.
Oh. You can know, but I don't want anybody watching to know yet.
Yeah.
That's why.
Wow.
Give me a second. I wait for the stupid fucking ad to end.
As soon I have a theory.
I have a couple possible theories.
A sword of
I doubt it.
3 wishes.
Alright, hang on.
That's a dagger of wishing.
Yeah, there's
So
every type of sword
Tales
has
of
a
the Great
3-wish one.
Ah,
There's also a ring.
I've
There's
known
also
many
a
great
flail.
witches. True flog. A true flog.
Seth wouldn't know true flog. That's not
No,
real.
you wouldn't.
It's not
You
real.
could have followed up with like Elvis. Yeah, I've met Elvis actually. In fact, one of the ancients is actually rolling with him.
there.
Wait,
I
what?
think
Fine.
kind.
Uh-oh.
She's a silver.
Just do it
Oh.
better.
Oh no, not a Capine.
You got your
Let's
PlayStation on?
see.
I see.
I think by ancient is meaning
Yeah.
another dragon.
Elvis has a
Ali-
pine though.
But
Ali Marzan
I haven't played
is
PlayStation
currently
in
in like a
forever,
really
though.
talented bardic group with
Oh,
an
did you
elf.
see that Fortnite doesn't have building anymore?
Perhaps Elvis is
yeah,
one
it's
of
for the
those
first
we
like
should seek help from.
9 days or some shit.
I mean, we.
Oh,
do
really? I
have
thought it was
that
for the whole season.
Quite talented.
No, it's for like
individual, he's
it's,
a pretty good one.
I assume we
it's
would
like for the first 2
be
weeks
overstepping
or
tasks
some
for
shit.
help from you.
God damn, no. I'm gonna have to play a lot more then, because I'm gonna play it with no
You've got a
building.
long life. We don't want to put you in unnecessary danger.
Well, I'm not much of a fighter anymore. I'm not sure how much help I'd
Oh,
be.
there you go.
But I know some of my other friends are probably
Yeah.
gonna be helping you already.
I don't.
You've probably already met them, so.
How do you
Who,
pronounce
me?
that name?
Sorry, whom?
Derlemus.
Oh, they
Well-
can polymorph.
Let's see. There's the owner of the Red Feather in Phoenix.